repurposed freighter drifts through
Yeah, well,
space. As you stare
well.
out at the star-flecked void, another ship comes in. Wait, is this sci-fi? I thought we agreed on a World War II campaign. Oh. Did we? That's cool. I can pivot. The smell of smoke curdles in your nostrils. Hold up, I thought we were prepping for a zombie apocalypse campaign. Alright, here's what we're doing. It's the year 3700. Humanity's elite fled to other planets long ago, taking with them all forms of advanced technology. Earth survivors scrape by with historic tools as weird phenomena plague abandoned nuclear sites. Witnesses report seeing glowing lights and the dead rising from their graves. And amidst the chaos, three strangers will meet in a dim bar. A veteran zombie slayer, a disgraced general out for revenge, and a space mercenary sent to investigate the power plants. Now describe your characters. How did you do that? I have the right tools for the job.
Man.
Oh.
Fighting something. I think I'm just run down, so, but I'll be all right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean some illness of some sort?
Yeah, I think I'm just...
I hope you don't get it. I'm over mine, so it's...
Yeah, mine, it's more of doing too much.
Yeah, then you need a vacation or the holidays. Hopefully you can come get some time off for, for the holidays.
Luke stuff to do still.
Yeah, I just handed over a bunch of stuff for him, so and I got some good feedback. So.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah, it's in our share. A bunch of stuff in there, so yeah. So I've done my share this week, so I'm working on the next batch for next week. So yeah.
That's good.
And I got my laptop.
Oh, good.
It arrived like an hour ago. Yep.
Is ageless. The
All the way from Taiwan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they had their warehouse apparently in Taiwan, so it was FedExed here overnight, basically. Yep.
Endures has to bend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a framework, so it's a DIY kit. You build it yourself. They just send you the parts.
Memory, holy jeez.
Yeah, they send you the parts and then you build it. You can pay several $100s extra to have it all pre-made, but I like to make it myself or build the parts because that way I can get it the way I want it.
Yeah, we always talk through all this stuff. Thanks, John. Thank you for the...
Oh, I need to log in here.
We always talk through everything.
This.
Alrighty. Okay. Let's see who's on here. Intrepid. Hi. Sparkle. Manny. Hi. Phantom. Hi. Chris. Hi. Longshot. Patrick. John. Hi. My cloud. Oh,
yep.
Hello. Everyone. Yep. Good to see you all right here.
Yep. Awesome.
Good to see everyone. I finally got something in. Was it yesterday or Monday? I'm losing track of time. So. This. Starting up the giveaway for tonight. $650. We're good. Plenty of time. Thanks for the sub, John. Wrong one.
POV, I had 30 minutes before my
Always hit
campaign
the
group
wrong
showed
one.
up, and I was totally unprepared. I grabbed my Ready Set Encounter box and boom, everything I needed for an epic session. Adventure hooks, map tiles, loot tables, stat blocks, and miniatures, all ready to go. My players still think I spent hours planning our great dragon encounter. If you're a busy dungeon master, get Ready Set Encounter live now on Kickstarter. POV, I had 30 minutes before my campaign group showed up, and I was totally unprepared. I grabbed my Ready Set Encounter box and boom, everything I needed for an epic session. Adventure hooks, map tiles, loot tables, stat blocks, and miniatures, all ready to go. My players still think I spent hours planning our great dragon encounter. If you're a busy dungeon master, get Ready Set Encounter live now on Kickstarter.
We're ready.
So I'm putting on stickers for the keyboard because I love the US keyboard more than the Swedish, but sometimes I write in Swedish, so I put
Oh, wow.
the stickers with the Swedish sign. Some of the keys are different, so then I have like little blue markers that tells me what the Swedish keys are, because then I can shift between them. Because the US keyboard is much better to reach all the functional keys in like Photoshop and everything like that, because the keyboard shortcuts and everything are made for US keyboards, not for Swedish ones. So I've used US keyboards for like probably 30 years almost, and then I put these little stickers on. So I bought like 30 or 50 of these, so I have them, so when they wear out I can put new ones on. Yep. So I always use that. So now I don't, if I go to a fully Swedish keyboard, I'll get lost because I don't know how to make brushes bigger and smaller and all the keyboard shortcut commands that I use daily. So yeah. And I even have a special keyboard software made. It's like a routine, a customized keyboard that has the US keyboard with Swedish keys. So you press the right Alt key and then you get those extra vowels in Swedish. Really convenient. So if you want to just type a short message in Swedish, you can do that, or I can shift to a full Swedish keyboard too. So this way I can both have the cake and eat it. Yeah, and it's also easier and cheaper to get US keyboards than Swedish ones. So
Gary Julian coming on.
hello. Hello. I love your tapes. Hello.
Look at that timing.
Yeah.
Come on a few minutes early.
Like you just come in from 2 hours molds.
Yeah, wait a minute,
Right.
Gary, let me go live because I can't hear you because it could be the sound. But let me see here. We'll come live a little early.
Yeah.
Hey everyone! All right, Gary, speak please.
Hello.
I got Mike.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I didn't hear
I
Gary.
got Mike too.
Yeah, I didn't hear Gary. Maybe a little.
Testing.
See if he's.
Yeah,
trying.
you're very low, but we can hear you, but you're very, very, very low.
Yeah.
Okay, let me play with my settings.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Clear, but very low.
So. Yeah, if you're around, I'm just run down. All right, I'm not sick. Well, not yet.
It's
I'm
it's
run
like
down.
just leading up to the holidays. We're supposed to be worn out
I
and
know.
stuff, so we can
Yeah.
eat
Yeah.
yummy food and just hang out, do nothing for a
Look
couple
what
of
I
days.
finally got. I got all my Tarvine belts finally from Troll Lord. Woohoo!
Oh, is that the
Altimir's in it.
prices?
What's that?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, is that prices or
prices?
oh, for the
No, it's
things
got.
that
This
you.
is the area with Altamira in it.
I know.
Yeah.
That part I know. I just thought that you were giving us, so you were going to give them away as
Yeah,
as
yeah. Oh,
freebies.
yeah. Part
Yeah.
of the giveaway
Yep.
tonight.
Yeah.
Do I look sick? Thanks, Tim.
No.
Yeah. I'm a little run down. But I plan on, so the rest of the week we plan on game tomorrow night, high level. And if Tim plays, it'll even be higher level because I'm going to do something to piss Alan off, but only if Tim plays. So I'll let him play Leuven, who's like 16th, 17th level, and that'll piss Alan off. So, but that's only if he plays. But and then we'll have a game Saturday, and we'll have Gavin on Sunday. So yeah, you feel sick too, Mike? Or is it you feel sick because your team is really tanking?
No, I literally feel sick.
And you
Uh-oh.
have a 70-year-old man quarterbacking.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you guys were going to win that game. So, but
Yeah.
it's, I mean, it's brutal. But I feel you. I feel you. Well, hang in there. So, Christmas crud. That's just I'm lag. Hopefully, we don't have no lag. I'm just hopeful that it's yeah. It's just I'm getting too much, trying to get work done, trying to get all of these other things done before the holidays hit. I think that's what it is. So we're gonna have fun tonight in the discussion. We're gonna continue with the 83 box set, and then we're gonna start working in Dragon magazines, the events, articles, which I have located 4. I don't know if there's more. I only have found 4. I guess there's
Okay.
not as many as I had remembered. But
I feel like there should be more, but
yeah.
I guess they were only done as long as Gary was there. So yeah.
Yeah, and it was a limited time, but
Yeah.
but we'll
I know.
see.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
did you search under
But
Rob
I have
Kuntz?
them. So and Gary Julian's here. Woohoo!
Hey, everyone.
There you go. That sounds
Yay!
good.
Now
There
we
you
can
go.
hear you.
Thanks, Fuzz.
Did you look under Rob Kuntz? He wrote a few of them.
I
Yep.
got the Death Knights one. I mean the Doom Knights one. That I'm counting that as one of the 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. What's up, Dale? So yes, so tonight with the Classic D&D reprint giveaway, we're going to do this, the Tarvine belt with your choice of a standard classic one. Like I got Showcant down here, Palace of the Silver Princess, Treasures of Greyhawk, and we'll combine it with a Tarvine belt. Unless you already have it in hard copy, which I doubt very many people do. Probably some of you. Oh, thank you for the hype train. Yep. So, we'll just rock and roll here. Mike, if you're not feeling well, just pop a couple pills and if you pass out, that's fine, man.
I'll try to hang in there.
Try to hang in there. Okay.
I'll cast a heal spell on you, Mike.
Yes.
Yep.
Everyone see Luke going crazy because clerics don't get Dimension Door. Everyone see that post?
Oh no.
He's pissed off. He said, "Do better, Duffer Brothers." It's absolutely correct. Cleric casting Dimension Door.
Is that in every edition or just in
It's always
5e
been
or
old school? There was no 5e back in 1985.
no? I was just
Yeah,
wondering
right.
what edition they were angry over, so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's because in Stranger Things they get a Dimension Door spell, but it's
Ah,
only
they don't.
mages.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like things that are only for mages or only for clerics. I never liked the fact that mages suddenly can heal in all sorts of ways. Just
Hence, Gary, why specialty priests are so wonderful. We don't need to go into that discussion right now, like I always go on my soapbox, because of all the unique spells based by deity.
Absolutely.
Right? Yes, and all the other fun things that they bring in second edition that we've done back to first. That's it. Own specific spell lists. As you know, McLeod, every single class of mine has their own specific spell list. So much so that it's crazy. But let's get into our discussion. We can always talk about that again on a Gavin.
We will get into it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into that on a Gavin here. So we got halfway through this last time. We kind of rushed it. So I might just skim through this again, and then we'll move onward here. By the way, this topic was popular. It was one of my top. On YouTube, I just throw the entire vid up there, and there's a lot of hits. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
just weird. Like
Yeah.
Ed Greenwood ones and this that would do well. I don't know. So
Well,
why?
I'm not surprised about the Ed Greenwood ones,
Yeah,
but yeah.
that's way after the fact. But
It's,
yeah,
a,
so-
Yeah.
it's a touchstone.
Search engines must love it.
yeah, absolutely. All right. So this is 83. I left it. Oh, it's over there. Hold on. See, you can tell that
Is
my
this-
brain's
Is this the October printing? I was wondering if anyone ever had an earlier than October printing.
Oh,
Because
really?
everyone I run into is October, yeah, which is the second printing.
Well, it's just like anything, Gary. No one has the first printing of anything, right? I mean,
Probably
the
not.
first printings don't exist. As far
I
as
guess
can
they
find out.
just hand out at author copies and within the
Yeah.
inner circle at TSR and
I
stuff.
certainly
so,
don't have.
Or-
Mike's got an
or-
earlier printing of this went through last week than what I have. This is like
There are
fifth.
different cover. There are different covers to that one, yeah, with
Oh,
different
there's multiple.
colors.
There's like 7 different
Yeah.
covers, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but with this, right? You go open this up. Book, right? This is pretty good. This one's in really good condition. Map is
I
not
think-
as glossy, much more dull. I guess it's in a way it's better. But the glossy one must cost more. I guess it's just your own personal preference. But these are dull compared to the glossy ones that were in there. And then what ads do I have in here? I have the Join the Crusade, and I have the Amazing Stories one. So, yep, in here. So, Fosco, thanks, man. Thanks for trying to save that. It's all good. We are good. So, everyone, like, I'm an 80 guy, but then again, 83 really ups the game with 2 books and a lot more information. It's something that, what's up, Greg? It's something
Hello.
that we all cherish our 83 box set. Oh, very cool. Very, very cool. All right, let's go here. Let's see. And then we think that was Darlene, right? This right here was Darlene.
Right.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think she done a lot of the internal illustration and also
All the
pointing
calligraphy.
out again calligraphy. I think
Yeah, a
that's
lot
her.
more.
I think
Amazing.
that's her most amazing
vines.
of all the stuff she's done is the calligraphy, in my opinion. Both on the map and in the book here, she did all that stuff, and it's awesome.
The calligraphy really sells it. It makes it feel like
Mhm.
it's discovered lore.
Yeah, because each
true.
letter is personal. That they look
Yes.
alike, but they are individually handmade. And I don't think there's many RPG products ever that have this much handmade calligraphy and stuff in them.
I think you're right.
Dragger just says his is July of 83. Mine's October. You may have a first print there, Dragger here. You
I
may
have
a
not
first-
seen A3. Scan that cover, scan that page, and post at some point.
Yeah, because mine's October. That's usually
Second edition.
Yeah, mine's a second edition. Okay. By the way, there's a cat wandering around my table, so if you see a pile of books fall over, it's the cat.
You,
not-
you hear something go
yeah,
kaboom
like, the cat's
somewhere.
acting a little strange.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's back there now.
You got
Yeah.
a familiar.
Yeah,
Yep.
an
Yeah,
evil
my
one.
familiar is passed out here. We just had to walk around the
All
neighborhood,
right.
so it's good.
So we went over to trees last week.
I must say that it's so fantastic to have tree species. It's
Mhm.
very high on my to-do list to make silhouettes and explanation of more tree species and visualize them somehow. The only reason I haven't done it is that I'm not that super good at drawing trees and stuff. but now there's so I'm working on it. So that way I want to make like a little botanical pamphlet or something with trees and illustrated. That's been so high on my list for years since I read this, because I think it's so cool to have it in the book about it. I just love it. It's so awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah, you could add color to your wizard staff by saying it's made out of a particular wood or.
Yeah. So have like a sketch of the tree and also have maybe where you can find them in the Flannies, in what climate, tie it into the climate.
There's one missing from this list.
Okay.
Gary, what's missing?
Oh my gosh, the writing's so small. I can't even read it.
Now I need to
Come on,
see
guys.
here. Oh,
what's missing?
Is the Fosswood not there?
No, come on. It's more important than a Fosswood.
Fosswood is very important.
Kumquat.
The kumquats. The kumquat tree.
Oh, is that really? It is a tree. It's not a bush. It is a tree. Yeah. But I must say that the Fosswood is not even here.
But Fosswood is not there?
No, it's not. So that needs to be added.
Fost.
So,
Central region's Fost.
Oh, Fost. Okay.
Yeah.
They're dropping
they're by region. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. Fost.
Yeah. My kumquat, the kumquat tree is not.
And the bronzewood, of course, is really cool because it's like almost as hard as iron. It's
Fost. Yep.
That's what a lot of rods are made out of. Rod staffs and wands and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Absolutely. So really a good idea.
So now we need to illustrate the kumquat tree and put that in the list there.
I had a picture from the in the original Altamira. There's pictures.
Well, we did it. I put it in logos and stuff. So that
awesome.
we worked on that. Yep.
All right. Let's see here. This is the same as 80. Same as 80. We went over that. Clearer. Same as 80.
Yeah.
All this is the same.
I think did they add anything in the text around the old stories of the migration and the old story?
No, in fact, we went through all the locations. The only one that was different was they added the Valley of the High Folk.
Yeah.
They had High Folk City, but they added the Valley of the High Folk. We couldn't find any other ones.
Yeah. Which is kind of weird that High Folk got 2 entries and the Grey Kingdom only got 1.
No.
Well, technically got more.
No one cares about that side of the map, Anna.
Ah, that's true. Yeah.
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 Sorry, Dale. Just kidding. Yeah. This was all a little bit of an ad, right? A little bit more is in here. The dress.
So that little, I guess you could call it a table there, is incomplete. It doesn't cover every kingdom.
No, it doesn't.
So when Eric and I and Fred were working on the Living Greyhawk Gazetteer, we had to complete the list.
Right.
And some of it was supposition, looking at the migration maps. Are you a neighbor that probably has a similar composition? I don't think there is a little controversy, I think, with the Sea Barons. So they're their SO, and I think Sargent made them like FO. So that was a retcon.
But that also, both of them seems plausible to me. Both the Sewell Iridian or Flan Iridian, they both could make sense depending on how you depict them, so to speak. The Flan could have been there since forever, and the Sewell could have invaded and taken over, or the Flan never made it, and the Sewell took over from the beginning, and then the Iridian came. So yeah.
Yeah, the one that gets me is the county. If you look, it's all caps Iridian, Flan, Sewell.
Yeah,
that's a little bit. Yeah,
that means it's really almost like a third.
Yeah, it's just like storage.
Yeah. So they're all there, but they're not mixed as much, so to speak. So yeah.
Yeah. So hey, it's a good attempt. You can do a lot. Like are the nomads on here? The wolf nomads? See, they're not on here either. I don't see.
No, but in some cases, there's some info in the text of that nation that is not here. But sometimes you can.
Rovers aren't on here. Yeah, there's a lot that aren't here. And that's Celine, who but it's all Elven anyway. So take it, friend. So by the way, those that got during the 4-year partner stream that got signed books from Steve and Chanel, they just came in, so they're going to be going out tomorrow. All right, and I have those who have the lists. So you'll be getting those. They'll be going out. Just got them into. Your box is the second printing, but from July. That's weird. Yep. So I just literally got that. And Dad, I know you were one of them. So yeah. All right. Dress, which is cool. That's different. Language, adding some in here. Now I think this is all taken from Len's article. A lot of stuff is pulled from Dragon Magazine articles.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
lot.
what. I guess that's what they did. They took the Dragon Mag article, went over them, edited them, and put them in here again. So yeah.
You know, way back when you had an interview with Mr. one of the editors here, Steve Winter.
Yep.
It wasn't clear from his recollections, but it seems like the 83 box set was really just a big editing job. You know, you were putting together the folio plus Dragon articles and maybe a few extra contributions from Gary and Len.
Well, we have to mention Darlene's work on the map was done that was done in 82 so that was that. So that's true. 83 was since that was probably a new printing only.
Well, 83 they're adding a lot of cool things in, right? They're adding stuff that's really neat from articles.
And the glossography, the next book we have to look at, that is the big addition. That's the big addition, so to speak, because this is like folio updated. First
now,
book.
Just note once again, I'll mention this: title names and names of leaders are here with no classes.
Exactly. So that's what's in the 80. They discarded that and put it. Could that be they wanted this one to be devoid of mechanics? Could that be the reason, or what?
I doubt it. In 1983, I don't think they're thinking that. In 1983.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I just think that they're like, well, how many lines do we want to put in here?
Yeah, and they were not thinking about a new edition of the game or anything like that.
Yeah,
so,
no, not that early.
Yeah.
You could be cynical, Anna, and say, well, they wanted you to buy the rules. They didn't want to repeat any of the rules.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I mean, like the LGG, this is really rules light. There's hardly anything in here.
Right.
Yeah. But I like that because it gives more like from an in-game perspective. Buffett Smedger the Elder wrote it, and the year and Realm Ward, blah blah, and stuff like that. That gives a cool flavor to it.
Well, the cover story that this is part of a 7-volume set that is recovered.
Exactly. Come on. What's the other volumes after this? Come on, Gary, get to work.
But the idea that we get trees and languages and it kind of reinforces the idea that this is some kind of a catalog.
Except this is the overview module, and then the other ones will go into nature, weather, climate, and stuff in one volume, politics, religion, etc. So
once again, this is one of my favorite art pieces. This is before the Evoke Devastation with the guy going like this on the same tower. So I really like that they did that. That was pretty cool.
And also go back to page 24. I just want to go back to 24. There's an illustration there. I just want to mention
this.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that someone had this illustration in mind when they made the new illustration of the city of Greyhawk for DMG 2024, because they are almost from the same angle, and there's a lot of inspiration from it. So I bet that someone looked at this and then
Anna, I used to think that this was the castle, not the city.
Exactly. That's what I'm going to say. I with you. I think because the scale is off, but it could be either or, so to speak, in that sense. But I think that there might be some that inspiration going into it, because the city.
You mean the Citadel in the city of Greyhawk, not Castle Greyhawk, the ruins.
No, I mean the ruins. I thought this was the ruins.
No, because this is an open. It's got an open, what do you call it, right here, and there's no damage inside, right? See that?
Well, we don't know what the extent of the damage was. That's all. That's all biased by WGR1.
Yeah, but there's buildings, there's houses next to it over here.
Are there?
Yeah, little houses here.
Well, it could be.
Oh yeah, there's small houses there. As well, so
I don't know. I think it's there's a symbol there. There's an eagle. There's an eagle symbol. So it's the Roman Legion that got lost. In the UK.
Or it could be like Anna says, maybe a corner of the city.
That's what it is. And see if we can find a link to that picture. I'm going to.
Patrick. Thanks, Baker. Yeah, yours says first printing as well there, Dale, in July. So we have July 2nd. Oh, you have a first. Oh, you're TOEE. Okay. Yeah. Glossography says second printing. Right. Yeah, second printing July. Interesting. So where do you think it's from, Anna?
Yeah. Hang on a second.
In the
Yeah.
2024 book?
Yeah. I found a link to a page where that has the picture that I think
Yeah.
is some inspiration to it. So yeah.
I've seen the one Anna's talking about.
Yeah.
It definitely
Oh, okay.
echoes that
Yeah.
design.
The feel. It's not a rip-off building exactly building to building, but my guess is that there is someone looked at it. So yeah.
Yeah, it looks very similar. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just the vibe of it, so to speak. Someone saw this in here,
Mhm.
and then they made that image of the city,
Okay.
which
Interesting.
is a little bit, yeah, and because that one is also roughly taken from the TSR version of the city, so yeah.
Very possibly, Dale. You may hit the nail on the head. We
I mean,
all
No,
like
no,
to
it was just the
overanalyze
guess.
things. You
Oh
know,
yeah, that's what we
recycle
hear.
art.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
There's actually some cool art in the folio that didn't make it over here, which would be an interesting question why they.
that is true. Like I said, they got some cool. Like I said, that is a cool piece. That art piece right there.
Yeah, that looks like the capital of the Backlunish Empire.
Yep. All right, so we got regional alignments, which I thought was a neat ad.
Yeah.
A very neat ad. And then you have the products, which is another really cool ad. So we're getting through this pretty quickly
That
here.
is one of the best ones. Yeah, it's been very, very useful to me. I think it's so cool that they added it.
After last week's show, I went back and looked at Mike's PDF, and it's amazing. Everybody who hasn't downloaded it, download it because Mike breaks it
What's
down.
up, Curtis? Who's
And
that Gary character?
he color codes it, so you can really get a feeling for where the different products are coming from simultaneously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Only thing I don't agree with is why there's a unknown in the Wild Coast. That makes no sense.
They don't produce that. It's like a failed state. They don't produce anything meaningful. Never leaves the area, so to speak.
Well, it doesn't say none. It's unknown.
Oh yeah, because it's not enough to put in the statistics.
they only export slaves.
Yeah.
And also the Valley of the Mage has a question mark.
Yeah, that means none.
Yeah.
For the Valley.
And another interesting thing is city of Greyhawk area doesn't have anything either, and it's kind of gray, that area. But I think it's that white little thing along the western near Div on the southern end. That I guess it's supposed to be Greyhawk or divers or combined.
And if you're a DM, I wouldn't interpret this as saying that these lands don't have other products that are not on the list.
Right.
It just means that this is what they export, so it's their surplus.
And also what exactly the surplus and what they're known for. So if you ask in the neighboring countries if you ask in Furuundi, what do they know about Veluna or Keoland, they will probably bring out a few of these examples because they're known outside the country for something.
I think that's why I made that regional map, because I was curious about how widespread food cloth was. And I think those are pretty broad categories. You can probably break it down.
You
like
did
some
dyes too, didn't you?
Can't remember.
Because I know that's a big thing for clothing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So there had to be a little more variety thrown in there.
Yeah.
I think I did horses or hides or something like that.
Yeah. And since Flanies is such well supported with rivers and lakes, that means that trade can be really prevalent and widespread, and meaning the Bronze Age had widespread trade from the Middle East all the way up to Scandinavia. So you can definitely in a fantasy of the technology level, medieval or a little bit into the Renaissance that we envision for Greyhawk, you can have trade going from one end to the other. So yeah.
There are definitely some cool trade maps of medieval Europe that Anna could adapt to maybe put on her map to give a sense of like where the main.
Yeah, and there's so many cool way of doing it. So we can do it with arrows, you can do it with heat maps and all sorts of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, and then we go. These are mostly I don't know if any of these are different than last time in the original, but there's some detail here on locations. So let's just get through this and we'll get to the new stuff for this week.
So often these entries have little adventure hooks that, are barely
Lit-
there, but
A little bit in the larger ones, right? Like like
Mhm.
some of these. Yes. Yep.
And sometimes the only information we get about some demi-human realms is within these sub
That's true.
categories. We
Yeah.
don't get them. See, I would have loved if the Kingdom of the Iron Hills was put in there as a regular entry, just like Selene.
Yeah. Yep.
Or the Flinty Hills Kingdom.
No, it
and
should
have
have
a
been.
gnome kingdom.
Lord,
Yep.
should have been.
Oh, the Flinty Hills, is that a known kingdom too? I
Yeah,
missed
that's a
that.
gnome kingdom.
No.
Mhm. There's
Oh.
Kron and Flinty.
Ah,
Yeah.
damn. See, okay. Now,
Blaine
okay.
Fluffit Smadger.
Gnome
Timberlands.
Kingdom.
She's got a lot of the elven forests, so but
Mhm.
aside from Selene, High Folk, and Duchy of Ulick,
I need to look into that. Yep.
Sunding too
Thank
is
you.
elven. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The big forest also implies some additional elven realms that are not separated
Oh
out.
yeah. Absolutely. And you do get a lot of detail, in the ones that are capitalized. So,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like here for Grandwood. It's fortunate for the people of Elves of Grandwood that a more able ruler does not sit upon the Malachite throne. Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a snide remark.
It is.
It's cool.
It is. I mean, it's so close, and so.
Mhm. And it also
Yeah,
says on
I
the
mean-
rivers. Oh, sorry. Go on.
I was going to say, all these things have meanings. I mean, it's like Gygax really put some thought into it. Gamboge is the color yellow. So there's something about that forest
Yep.
that makes you think of yellow,
Oh, but hang on a second. The yellow was the color he put into the old Flan heraldry, like Alyssa and stuff like that. So maybe that comes from that part.
It might have a connection, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, there's gnomes in the Gamboge too. So.
Forest gnomes, rock gnomes.
Yeah.
Lots, and it's still they give you the human populations too. And then
Grandwood always felt like Sherwood Forest to me. You guys are on the east side, and
Yep.
That's
Exactly.
because King
Sherwood-
John and the Sheriff of Nottingham were not capable rulers.
Exactly. And the Overking had his hunting grounds and all of that stuff in there, just like the Sheriff of Nottingham and stuff. So you can definitely, if you want to play a Robin Hood-like campaign,
it's perfect for that.
Grandwood, I think, will be the best candidate for it.
And then you have your Sust, which is really long here, and it talks about all the humanoids. There's no population totals here at all. So they're not giving a lot of humanoid population totals.
No, they're like demi-humans. They are on the margin, just mentioned, but not get a full treatment, so to speak. Yep.
Right.
But I also want to mention that on rivers, that they mentioned the character of the rivers and how long they are navigable and stuff, which is awesome.
Well, in the Vestry, they mention the humanoids, but they don't in the Sus. So weird.
Which makes no sense because the Sus is a really dark forest. I mean, there's a lot of evil things going on there.
Absolutely. So, yep. All right. Get through this. Lots and lots and lots of smaller forests that a lot of adventuring can go through.
I love the Forlorn and the Rock forests up there in the north there. I both love the name and
do they
the location.
Feel Scandinavian?
Exactly, Forlorn and the Rock forest. That's really the spelling and stuff.
It's turtle. So cool. There you go. You got me. So let me point something out. The Bright Desert goes from this to nothing. We don't know anything about it in 20 years to a fully the Solm.
Yeah.
It gets worked. It gets developed over that time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So fully.
Yeah, we got a
everything.
Yeah, we got a lot of all of a sudden exploded the information about the Bright Desert.
Yeah. Instead of everything just being unknown.
I think they were maybe responding to the feeling that it was unnatural and therefore need an explanation.
Yeah, and it was also close to the center of things, meaning close to Greyhawk and stuff. So it was like the Wild Coast and.
But that was kind of. We should have asked. Oh my God, we had him on about a year ago. Who wrote it? Anthony Pryor, right? We should have asked him because all the development and that. And
come on, we need to bring him in again.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to start. Well, we'll make the
We need
rounds
to
from
go over every couple of years. We need to talk to all of them as long as they're here. Yeah.
It could also function as a proof of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Paige and Gary Con after that, we'll start getting rolling in some people.
Yep.
All right. Let's see, dust.
Another cool little illustration that reminds me of how they depicted the hang on a second here, the that is on the Rift Canyon, the old flan, hang on a second, Veralos. Yeah,
Really?
it's too small to be Veralos, but it reminds me of Veralos
wasn't around
because
then.
because it sits on that precipice down into the abyss, basically. So yeah.
Huh. I was thinking more in the mountains somewhere.
Oh yeah, it just struck me to mention it that
It's definitely human though. It's not dwarvish make.
No,
that
not
picture.
really. It looks like a little human, whatever.
Yeah,
So,
it's a nice picture. You got some great pictures.
Yeah.
All right. Deities. I don't think we went through this, so this is where we're gonna start.
Yeah.
Really.
And yeah, let me first state something that I love that they put in here. The origin of it. So we know which one of Flan origin, Sewell, Common, and so on. I think that's really, really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
The careful reader will note certain deities are both of a certain racial origin in common at the same time. Thank you for sharing that.
Which I just means, in my opinion, that they have transcended their origins and are now widespread worship across the Flannies and in multiple cultures, so to speak.
What's the F and M over here?
Oh, that's female, male.
Oh, whether the sex of the god. I'm sorry.
Yeah, very important, apparently.
I just completely, I went blank there for a second.
Oh yeah, but it's funny. It should not be important, but it is important for some reason, which I think
priesthood or something. I was like,
I don't know. Yeah, but it's for some people it's important, so we put it in there. So we serve everybody in this community. Yeah.
All right. So first off, who the hell's Sindor?
Sindor is I've heard about Sindor, but I forgot all the details.
Do you know Sindor, greater lesser god? It's supposed to be Lendor, right? It's Lendor. No, Lendor's already there.
Yeah, Sindor is another one. Hang on a second. I need to find.
I don't know who it is. Yeah, hot friend of mine.
Where the heck do you find him?
It's right on the greater god list.
Greater gods, Sindor.
Greater / lesser god. It's Sindor.
Oh, Sindor. Yeah, he's a special one. Yep. Time continuity in infinity. Yep.
Special as in how? I've never heard of him.
He's a common god of time. Yeah.
How come I've never seen him in another publication?
You don't use clocks and stuff. So yeah, no, he was kind of forgotten by time. He was abandoned by time. No, I think he's not mentioned much places, but he's there. So yeah.
Okay.
I got several publications of Sindor.
What's that? You do?
Oh yeah, I bet you have it in his comics.
Sindor's a probable history. That's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, I'm just like,
but it's also because we have Istus, but Istus is kind of
and Lendor.
It's exactly. But they are Sewell and Bakluni, so it's kind of cool that we have a time god for everybody, so to speak. You don't have to
no
be
one's
Bakluni
ever
or whatever.
used.
No, but no one's care about time more than bureaucrats and a few freaky.
I mean,
whatever.
Every other one on this list I've heard of from somewhere else. Even all the lesser.
I've heard of him. I haven't used him, but I've
never heard. Okay, I'm just like, who the hell?
Yeah, I mean, but now you have Sindor, so you have to put him in there. Specialty priest. Come on here. Time travel and stuff. You never know.
Obviously, we know he's not Sewell because that would conflict with Lendor. So having another god like that's kind of interesting. Isn't he associated with those like time elementals?
Exactly. It could be something. Can either be come on now but then if the Flan don't have any, then you can put him in there.
He's Doctor Who.
Yeah,
it could be. I'm just saying.
It's kind of cool that Gygax was already imagining the idea of an intermediate category. Like he was already splitting hairs.
Right.
Yeah.
Want to hear my guess?
Go ahead.
This was put in there to piss Len off.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, might be. You never know. Yeah,
Or as a hedge, so that that Lendor wouldn't be the only god of time.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
mhm,
Oh, this is
Yep.
just this is the common version of Lendor because they don't worship the. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Right.
there's not a lot of like on the Sul ones that made this list. Cord for the barbarians, Ouija because everyone likes a hot evil woman, right? Deity. That's why Ouija. Let's be honest. Okay, that's why Ouija made it, and then Lendor. So my guess is, oh yeah, we forgot the god of time. You know,
I mean,
Yeah.
he's
yeah.
common. He's common without a notation, which to me means it's from the sort of the Baclunicial Radiant combo. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
know,
weird, because and then you got your lesser gods in here, which most of these I heard of back then. I didn't, a lot of the uh like Flan ones like Alator, no, but Obadiah, yes. Anyone that did not have an article in it in the dragons, I was
mhm.
kind of devoid on. Notice, well, is it on the next page? Oh, there's okay. Tretharian's on the next page.
My feeling on Sindor is Lindor is the god of just time passing, right?
Uh-huh.
And whereas Sindor, it says continuity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
it does apply kind of like make sure the time stream
if
is correct. And
something is messed with, it's his job to keep the timeline secure.
So he might
So-
be the one going against people. Don't
Yeah.
time travel. Don't screw it up
Yeah.
like that. So he's the one that makes
Yeah.
sure that the world keeps in.
He might also be
yeah.
in charge of keeping the alternate worlds straight.
So he's
Yeah.
the one that shows up when frickin' Flash screws up the time thing
Yeah,
all the time.
exactly.
Right,
Yeah, he's the
okay.
one there
No.
to
All right, I got
prevent
it.
you from going and killing your dad and all that those
Yeah.
conundrums that comes with when.
All right.
So of the gods on this list that were never like broken out in detail, the ones that like became stars are definitely Ouija and Zilchus, because
Uh-huh.
when they got developed later, like in second edition, people really took to them for some reason, and Zilchus became super important in Sargent's material.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but like I thought, isn't Foltus a greater god?
Foltus is a lesser.
I thought, okay.
It's kind of interesting. If they're
guess so.
lesser or greater, doesn't seem to matter much in what they impact and popularity in the setting.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
it does not equal to how many priests and followers you have. Obviously, Bokov has the least followers on this list, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
But his
one.
sphere is so important,
Mhm.
almost cosmic in nature. So
Yeah, Dale, you understand. That's why Ouija made that thing. We need the hot goth chick. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that was what happened there. Especially with the artwork in the Dragon magazine. There was no doubt in my mind. 100%.
Well, even Zookmoy turned hot after.
Oh my god, yeah, that's so ridiculous.
They found the right artist.
And let me tell you something. Robler hooked up with the ugly version from the Temple of Elemental
Yeah, I was
Evil.
going
He
to
didn't hook
say
up with
that.
a hot version.
I would say
There
he saw that artwork early, so he knew what he was doing.
Saw it 30 years early. Oh my god, we're having fun tonight. All right, so there you go. Lots of gods. There's a lot I don't use. Hey, use as little or as many as you want. But like I said, this comes out in 1983. A little late for some of us. Yeah.
And it's been added to because if you take the latest lists that came out with Living Greyhawk,
there
there's
we
about
go.
100.
It's Black Alderon. Thank you. Thank you, Miss David. It's Blackmorian, Sindorian monks. That's where Bruce Page Abbey and Fred Wining's Blackmore article is dedicated.
Awesome.
There we go.
Thank you. Perfect. Thank you.
Well, that makes sense.
Now we know why it disappears too.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yep.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
Awesome.
Arneson's Blackmore dealt with time travel.
Yeah. Yep. All right, that makes sense now. Thank you very much.
See, we have the best audience in the world.
Absolutely.
They know everything. It's perfect. Yep.
I would have never known that. You educated all of us here. Thank you.
Yep.
Daniel, for that. Thank you.
We just speculate a bit here and get the brains
going
going on the viewers.
Now remember, there's no hero deities yet. There's no quasi deities yet. Those articles are not out yet.
Well, they are.
Aren't they mentioned in the
this
glossography?
book.
They're in the
They are in this
glossography.
book.
Yeah.
They weren't in the folio, but they are here.
Yeah, they're in the glossography.
Oh, they are. The quasi
Oh yeah.
deities are here.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
they were.
Yep.
It was out. Okay, it was out.
Yep.
Not saints, quasis.
Yeah.
Saints was before. When? No.
I'm
one
not
was-
sure about that
Saints
part.
is the same year as the Greyhawk guide, but not obviously published as Greyhawk. So
Right, but it
Yep,
was
we have that
after the
problem too.
quasi deity
Yep.
article. I'm just trying to picture in my head which was first. I think.
yeah, I think the quasis came out first.
quasis came out first. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bakub. Zagig worships Bakub or whatever, and that's enough for Bakub. Right?
Yeah.
Servant Zagig. All right. You got Celestian, and these things are. What's good? These discussions are devoid on the avatars and how powerful they are, right? So we don't need that here, right? It's just more of a description of the worshippers and their areas of influence, which is really good.
Philosophy and
which
influence.
is what you really need. You don't need to know
Yeah.
how much Alana's avatar is to kill her. So, yep.
But gods aren't there to be killed.
Yeah. I mean, when you read the original Hex store entry here, for instance, the Great Kingdom sees him as a handsome, dark-haired man. He's very erudite. You know, he's like a general.
Yeah, but that was
so
later added that there were two versions of him, the monstrous and the
for sure.
handsome. Yeah.
But I'm saying that's one of the cool things about this is that these gods could really have different masks depending where in the Flanders you encounter them.
Yeah, and also we have also very folksy ones like Farlangen and Cuthbert, that especially Farlangen, that wanders around and you can actually encounter the god in person.
Well, that's what's so cool about it. There's a lot of deities that are fire material.
Yeah.
Farlangen always reminded me of the Radagast the Brown character.
Yeah.
Did he?
Well,
no, I don't see him as buffoonish. Like
I don't know.
Really?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, he likes to hang around with humans in disguise.
Yeah, he's one of these sociable gods. Yep.
See, what I liked is in this era, and when Arcana comes out in '85, there are items, shoes of Farlanger in there, right? There's items tied to deities, and they were in Shokanth. Sorry for anyone who hasn't run it yet. I gave something away. But like there's slippers of spider climbing, all sorts of crazy, stuff. There's stuff that's attached. There's a mantle of Celestian also in Unearthed Arcana. Now there's more stuff comes out in the Greyhawk Adventures book, right? So, by the way, we found out in a meeting that Anna and I had how much a certain person of legend dislikes that Greyhawk Adventures book. Right? Oh my gosh, he called it a mess.
Yep.
I was shocked. I was like, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
It was put together quickly, so
well,
my guess is they had a lot of the stuff was
Hieronymus.
laying around and they slammed it together, and
Hieronymus and Hextor.
Yep.
Temple View Herald, Scourge of Battles, deity of many soldiers and fighters. Okay. Like I said, there's a lot of great discussions in here.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way they did this. Way better than, he's got a +2, +5 weapon he carries around and stuff. You don't need to hear that.
Exactly. I love the fact that they left out it's a fluff book, not a crunchy one. So, yep.
You think so, Cloud? There, it's just me. I'm in that because I'm feeling a little off today. I'm in that mood. So, Cabulous. It's this. How am I don't know anyone. Is this me or is it just my campaign? No one in my campaign has ever worshipped Istis. Ever.
Well, she's Bakloonish. Come on, she's way over there. So, yep.
Yeah, but
she's a player.
What?
Player character?
Man.
Or
that's why you need Sindor. Come on, you need Sindor. Yeah.
No, not one. Not the one.
See, it's been a god that you've been in need of without knowing it. So now you know introduce Sindor here. So yep.
Yeah, not
keep
one.
Track of campaign.
2,000 characters or whatever. The 2,500 characters, not a single one.
But promise, when you reach 50, your campaign reach 50 years age, you need to introduce Sindor to keep track of the time and stuff you played so long. So yeah.
I'll introduce something else. I'll
I think
introduce something from the Melnibonian mythos. There's got to be something
Oh,
about time in there.
oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
I'll do that.
Yeah,
I'll do that just to throw a
I
wrench in.
you've been a
We have
heretic
more. We have more.
since the beginning. Yeah,
We have more player characters that worship a Melnibonian deity than we do
yeah,
Istus.
yeah.
Everyone like Don. Is it Dahlbless
Yeah.
the Justice Maker? He's Melnibonian, right? Yeah, we had like 2 characters
Oh, but
worship that
you're
character.
excused
that
because
deity.
you started your campaign before the gods were published,
Right.
so you
Yeah,
gotta get away
right.
from jail free card here.
Yeah.
So yeah, the
And we
rest of
had
us don't
we
get
had
that
someone
luxury.
worshiping Chung Kul, one of the Chinese
Yep.
deities. As I is.
But we
Yeah.
also have to remember there was a published campaign that centered on Istus, the one that had the many cities. What was
It's
the name of?
terrible.
Yeah,
Fate
it's
of
not a
Istus.
good.
Fate of
Yeah,
Istus.
exactly. Fate of Istus is not good, but we need to
Yeah.
mention it that she got some glory in published
Yeah.
lore. But I agree,
That's
published
cool touch.
modules. But I agree with you. It was not something I was interested in. I was only
Yeah.
interested in the city maps, and even
Hey,
they aren't that good. So
I
yeah,
would say, hey, gaming companies, if you update the rules, you don't need to change the campaign.
yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
It doesn't
They
require an
work
in-game.
independently, so you
Exactly,
can. Yeah. Mhm.
exactly. But what I think Gygax viewed his gods almost as the old Greco-Roman style of gods, where they would get themselves involved in human affairs, transform and hide themselves among humans, and
I
even
agree.
sometimes fight.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
It's all over the books.
But
and unfortunately, I think it was the tendency by the late 80s for them to worry about demons and devils and people practicing
Yeah.
religion within the game,
Mhm.
that they wanted to abstract the gods even further and say that they had avatars and they never really visited, and
Yeah.
it just didn't match the original concept.
Yeah, and also I think one of the key bits of having religions and gods and stuff is it's an area of conflict. You
Yes.
add flavor, conflict, and background stuff that can linger and fester and stuff like that. It's like an uber master villains up there who
It is,
who
and it's
pulls
like
stuff around. Yeah.
it's like the villains of pulp fiction, like
Mhm.
Howard stuff. You
Yeah.
had these nasty gods, and
Yep.
they were alien and foreign to
Mhm.
you, but you were going to defeat their followers.
Yeah, they're like
but I'm
catalysts
gonna
that
point
yeah.
something major out. They've never killed any gods off. All right.
No, but
Unlike
that
in Forgotten
Oh.
Realms, where they
That's
killed
true.
a lot
That's
of
true.
deities
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Didn't Pyramus kill her name is escaping me.
That's probably in lore, but not in
It might be a second edition thing.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
If it is, it's not a. It's not.
But we should probably thank the fact that Greyhawk fell out of favor from TSR and was the coast like 10-year hiatuses where these disasters would have happened. So
right.
in a way, I think it's good that we have escaped some attention a decade now and then, so we can survive unscathed more than Forgotten Realms have been in the limelight.
So I'm just reading Phantom's post here. I mean, the Greyhawk gods look petty, childish, vengeful sometimes too. So I think they're like us in many ways. Heronius and Hextor, bad brothers.
Yeah.
So that's a great. Thank you for coming on here, Sikini. I can't even pronounce it. I'm sorry. Did they trap some of the gods? Yes, but they were all demigods, and they were all gods that are not were readily worshipped at the time, and then they were not known until later on, until third edition.
Yeah.
When Eric Mona decided for Expedition Druids of Greyhawk, which ones were trapped there?
Yeah.
So in the 90s and the Greyhawk mailing list, when fans finally started to really debate these issues, the nature of the 9 demigods was one of the biggest topics. We go at each other. And obviously, we had some of the principles around, like Kuntz and Gygax were still contributing, and so there became a fork. There's the table canon for Greyhawk on those gods, and now there's the official canon for Greyhawk. And in the official, it's 9 demigods, and they're not the ones that Gygax says were in his campaign.
We know I know Zawokin's one of them. So I know if you read Q1 there, another Coop Waffles, it says it right in there. Waffles is going to jump through a mirror and get away at the end of that. When her spider ship, which my guess is that the frickin' what's his name from
you get in Doomgrinder
Wild West movie with the walking spider thing. It's sort of reminding me of she gets away.
But I would ask you, Coop Waffles, is she a goddess? Is she really a
or
goddess?
just a demon?
Or just a demon?
She's like, because there's a lot of demons that are worshipped by humanoids,
And then,
right?
and what's the difference? Because in B4, you have that Zargon godling down at the bottom of the Lost City. You know, things can be gods that are not gods in stature.
No one knows that the Earth Dragon's a god.
Yeah, exactly. And
Earth Dragon appears second edition.
It's cool that we have that ambiguity.
And you can play your game anyway that way, because like Demogorgon's worshipped by Zidizactyl, right? Yunu is worshipped by Gnolls. Are they considered they're gods to them, but they're are they to everyone else? Hey, darling.
The mother of the Larara could be some kind of an eldritch monster, but she's a goddess to them.
Thank you very much, darling. We are in the 83 box set, and we're moving on, having some fun. Acting a little silly today, but we're talking now about gods and demons and all sorts of fun things here. So, lawful be defiled, demon lord.
I mean, speaking of Eric Mona, Ralashaz, I mean, his characterization of a priest is amazing. But
that's
I remember reading this as a 10-year-old kid and thinking, what is up with this god?
Yeah, who would ever worship this god? Yeah,
exactly.
And now he made him cool. Ralashaz is the coolest god ever now.
100%.
Yep.
He made him cool because I already had him as a specialty priest and had two previous people, and they both failed miserably with it because it's just like this class sucks. I'm like, you're not playing it right. Yeah. So
and that's just hat off to Eric Mona. That proved to me how damn good he is at everything he's doing in this business, from writing to running game companies to playing and all that. Yep.
Yeah. Did I say that right? Zidizactyl? I don't even know how to pronounce that. I don't know. That's just the way I've always pronounced it.
Just go with
I hear it so many different ways.
Yeah. Now, Raxavort makes its way into here because of the Dragon Magazine article that has it, because this is nowhere. This is not in Deities and Demigods, not, so.
But it's cool using Greyhawk now.
Yeah. Great evil god, though, for low-level players.
Yes.
Right, but Gary, my point is there's no other humanoid gods in here.
No, but the rats need their gods god too. Now they have one. So,
right, but they're but like, why aren't the other ones in here? Why is all elven gods?
Yeah.
This is something that could be a topic for another stream, but there's actually a huge division between Greyhawk fans who believe that the humanoid and demi-human gods are here. You got to use these gods for them. And there's those that say, no, Roger Moore, those gods that he wrote up are part of Greyhawk and you should use those.
Well, I love to add more to it because I love a fantasy world where you could literally have hundreds of gods, local ones, so they can worship a tree or whatever. Lots of cool stuff can happen.
Yeah, there's people who think that Greyhawk has too many gods. I think there's room for plenty more.
It's a play style. Yeah. You run a pale campaign and pale or might be or whatever. You can have 4 gods or something. You can be happy.
I mean, how many gods were there in 500 BC Mediterranean world?
I mean, there were probably hundreds. Like the Indian subcontinent today that still has lots and lots of them. So
So Washri is one of my favorites. But it made it in here.
One of the most criminally underused evil gods, for sure.
Yeah. And one of the most
criminally an adventure with him in that got published.
Yep.
He's been retconned over time because here he's lawful neutral with tendencies of evil. He's now lawful evil mostly.
This is my original thought process on him. It's just things change over time. I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
And one of the most underused good ones is Tritherion. I think.
Not my campaign, Anna, but in a lot of campaigns.
But I mean, in official stuff, he kind of disappeared. And
I don't understand
he's really
why.
Cool. Exactly, a chaotic good of freedom, super cool. Yeah,
exactly, Curtis. You fell under Washri's blessing once. You did that in a Gary Con.
You got covered in warts.
Painful big knot. Yeah, it's kind of disgusting. I love Tritherion. Tritherion peaks in 2nd edition.
Yep.
Because everyone according to Sargent, everyone along the border up north with a raising line, the flare line, inferiority is looking for retribution. They all turn to Tritherion. All. And then
that's basically Yeah, that's probably the only real official use of him, and then he basically disappears.
There's
Since
there's a knighthood published in
Yeah.
Living
Yeah,
Greyhawk
no,
21.
that's a
Back then.
class of mine, Knight of the Chase. It's an official
Yep.
class now. Go ahead,
Mhm.
go ahead, Mike.
In third edition, he disappears because Saint Cuthbert took the retribution portfolio.
That's true. Yeah, that might be too much of a
I like to think of it as Tritherian was still there, but people kept calling him Saint Cuthbert by accident.
That's very possible.
There you go. Yeah, the common man is that each deity needs a better PR manager to get their word out and stuff. So
And then the Knight of the Chase was our fourth class of a knight by deity. Knight of Ulick, well, knight by organization. Knight of Ulick, Knight of the Heart, Knight of the Holy Shielding, Knight of the Chase. So we got 4 now in my game that are that class, which is a hybrid of a paladin and a specialty priest. So Ula, Washtree, we're almost done. Zanye, another deity that some people like.
Very mystical.
Very mystical, and then Zagig here.
I think it's so cool with the spelling of Zagig. Zagig with an I at the end is the man Zagig, and with a Y is the deity Zagig.
I agree with you, Anna, that it is cool, but does it fool anyone?
I think it did because I'm sure. Yeah, but from somewhere I read that that was the distinction to be pointed out.
I feel like people in the Free City should know. Hey, our former lord became a demigod.
Yeah,
we better be careful.
Yeah. No, it's like Superman, man. He just puts on sunglasses.
He just Zagig has a little curl coming down.
Puts on the Foster Grants, just like Infinity's fingers.
Yep.
Board flack Infinity's fingers. Hold my Foster Grants. You know what? I got to pull that out. I got to pull that out for a Gavin. We got to go over it. We should go over all the wormies and the frickin' what's new
Dragon
with Phil and Dixie. Oh my god, that's a great
Dragon
one.
Mirrors and stuff.
We
yes,
got
we
to
definitely should.
Where to get them? That's a great. Man, that'd be a good holiday one. Maybe we'll do that over the holidays. All right. Titles.
Yes, this is a great one where you get the different titles and the levels. You have like higher nobility and lower nobility and stuff, and how you address them and stuff is fantastic.
When you're a kid, you've heard of these titles, but you don't really know, the order and the different variations and that sort of thing. So it was a cool reference to have.
Yeah, what I think someone should do, you should have like a Becluni version, you should have a Oridian version and a Sewell, so because they're and then a kind of a common
they do in parentheses. The Beclunish ones are in parentheses.
So you should have different, and they could even be translated and stuff. That would be really cool for flavor. It
would be cool if the Sewell ones were almost alien, drawn from European culture.
Yeah.
So on the right, there is the Orders of Knighthood, and there's a comment about the Knights Protector of the Great Kingdom, and that's what I took to do all that work on the Great Kingdom and the Death Knights and everything. I said, I've got to develop this knighthood. And the reason it makes sense that it's not here in detail is because it's almost a dead knighthood. It's been hounded out of existence. So it could contribute a lot of lore, but it's not an active knighthood in the same sense as these are, which are healthy, big knighthoods with a lot of members.
To the watch, and just the 3 base ones are the ones they mentioned here. They don't add any from the original 1980. But they tell you about them down here a little bit more. Like I said, the Knights of the Heart. There's not that many of them. There's only like 300. Between the Luna, Figurendi, and the High Folk. Well, that's not a big knighthood at all.
No, but that's why I... Oh, sorry, go on.
Go ahead, Anna.
I was going to say, that's why I, in my campaign, depict them not as military leaders leading armies and stuff, but more like the king. It's more like an honorary title that prominent warriors and stuff get to become emissaries of the king. So it's like the king hands out to say, you have this as a seal of quality and approval from the king that gives them certain, they need to be treated and respected, but they can also act in the name of the king in other places and so on. So it's more like an elevated up. So it's more like more like a political title than a pure military one.
But they state specifically in here that they are troop commanders, Anna, and they're
military. But they're commanders in that sense. But they're not like making up the bulk of a force, so to speak. So it's more like they're commanders rather than than the which in the medieval time
Yeah.
is political. Yeah.
It's interesting because the Knights of the Watch are
There's
many a
huge
number,
number.
Yeah.
thousands.
Mm-hmm.
So you
5,000.
can't you
Yeah.
can't we can't assume that somehow the quality of Kyoish warriors is that much better than Furyanian
I
warriors.
know it. Yeah.
No,
So
no.
obviously,
Yeah.
obviously that knighthood is a little lower level, a little
Mm-hmm.
cheaper.
Yeah.
And the ones like in Valuna and Highfolk, these are like name level, really prestigious.
Exactly.
Knights.
If you want to be a Knight of the Heart, you're like 10th level plus, so to speak. Otherwise,
Exactly.
you'd not even
and you
be.
probably
Yeah.
have a full retinue of people you draw on to build your
Yeah.
force.
You're already commanding a large retinue and have hundreds of people under you, maybe even thousands. And then when you win a battle, then you become Knight of the Heart, so to speak. So
Yeah.
that's my take on it, so to speak.
Gotta start somewhere. If you're
Yeah.
gonna make all your knights when they're lord status, you're not gonna have many aspiring up and coming.
No, but it
knights.
depends. In some areas, knights is something you can purchase, a knighthood just and they're everywhere, like princes in Grey Kingdom, and other places they're in high regard, and only the very, very best can be.
Maybe
have
there
that title.
are other knighthoods in Furyandi, and that this is very like a special level of knighthood that you can get.
You can have provincial ones. The counts
Yeah.
and each province can have one. You can
Yes.
have an earl or a count or something, or the viscount of the march or something. They can have their own knightly order in the province, so to speak, as well. Yeah.
So when we were, when this came out and it got to the end, we were like, where are the other 6 volumes?
Yeah.
We need more information.
Yeah, Gary, get to work, right?
But then we get this other book called the Glossography, which is a very unusual word. A glossography, you don't hear this word very often, and when you're a 10-year-old kid, you're like, what?
It's the first time I ever heard of it.
Yeah. So it's literally like a commentary to another book. So this is like additional notes for the first guide. So this is supposedly the portion that was written by P. Smedger. Pluffett Smedger wrote this.
Yeah.
The Savant Sage wrote the first book.
Okay.
And this is all the way in 998. So this is hundreds of years after 576.
And they get this in color.
Yep.
So
I post another comic. Keep going.
Oh, okay.
It was so hard. It was so hard to figure out what the hex coordinates were back then. You had to use like a huge ruler. It was not easy.
And you have to have the whole map unfolded and go over it. Yep.
All right. Mike, let me see if I can link this up. Hold on. That's funny.
Just skip to the bottom.
Yeah. 1 second here. I got to turn off the sound on this.
Wow. So that darkest blue is like 30,000 feet. That's super deep ocean.
That's deeper than the Marianas Trench. All right.
It's
right to the end, you said?
Yeah, the comic is that's just filler for the content at the bottom.
Okay.
Oh, that's so awesome. Yep.
Here's a partial table constitutes the 6 missing volumes of the. Wait, did you make this up, or is this from somewhere you got?
Yeah, I made that up.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Now we have them.
I was being semi-serious when I wrote it.
All right. Why'd you give apologies to Steve Winter and Alan Hammock with Gary? Cool, man. Wow, you can make a lot of people Malden, especially exploring gray space. Holy jeez, man.
I was just going to say, damn.
Try to cover all the
article charts. No, that's cool. Yeah. Very cool, man. All right.
Wow, thank you.
Whoops, that's a wrong, kind of a wrong button I just hit there. I'm trying to hit the shout out for the giveaway.
Anna's probably single-handedly done volume 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm working 30 years in, I'm still working on it.
The book you are holding in your hands is not what it seems, it says. Whoa. Yeah. Lay aside your 20th century cynicism and examine as nearly as we can reconstruct it the history of the guide.
Yeah.
So, and Steve Winter over here, yep.
Yeah. But the illustration looks a bit too Asian for me, too Japanese, Mongolian kind of. I'm not sure. Yeah,
What, the picture this easily?
yeah, maybe. Yeah, just me. Yeah,
That
it's
could
a
be-
great illustration, but
Well, couldn't it be?
yeah.
Couldn't it be the? Couldn't it be the?
It could be Backloonish
or one of
something.
the-
You know what
or
I was?
Panem or something. Yeah,
I
or
thought it
the
was
Tiger Nomads.
Tiger Nomads is exactly what
Yeah,
I
that's
thought.
what I'm
that
thinking.
might be. Yeah, that's
I
true.
always think of the Tiger Nomads as Mongol.
Kind of. Yeah.
I do, because you know, Tiger Man, Buck Rogers, Tiger Nomads.
Okay.
Yeah, saying he's a big. Yeah, that's just a.
I've never been a big Buck Rogers fan.
Yeah, but he had this. She had this
Yeah.
this guy named Tiger Man, and he was like,
Gotcha.
yeah,
There's a lot of cool lore in this opening these paragraphs.
yeah.
But it doesn't. I mean, it's signed by these guys. It's not signed by Gygax. I get the feeling that Gygax didn't write it, but
Right.
I wonder who came up with this cover story of the books being recovered, you know, hundreds of years later, and this lost lore was compiled by Pluffett's Measure. I wonder if that was, you know, sort of an editorial idea in order to create a cover story for why it's incomplete and it has a lot of holes.
Well, it's probably Alan Hammock, product planning manager.
Yeah, that probably.
I would
Probably
guess
Alan.
so.
Yeah.
Has he ever been a guest on your?
Yeah, a long time ago. I can
Yeah.
try and get him back. I mean, we're gonna.
You can see.
I'm gonna see him twice at Page and GaryCon.
Oh,
Get
he
him
will
back
be at
on.
Page too.
I'm almost positive he's at Page.
Okay,
too.
good,
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Gil Gerard died. Buck Rogers himself
Uh-oh.
just died. What, yesterday or today? Yeah.
I
He's
actually met Gil Gerard once.
Did you?
He was
like 82
he was at a
or
local
something.
con about
Oh wow.
15 years ago.
Yeah. He just passed.
Well, another element of our youth. I think that show was on when this came out.
79, 80.
Oh, even
Buck
earlier.
Rogers on.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it was on. Yeah,
Buck Rogers.
in the folio.
Buck Rogers took the place of Battlestar Galactica, which was on the year before, because the sound effects are the same, shooting and all that stuff.
Oh,
It's the same. It's Glenn Larson. Yeah.
same producer. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Settlement populations, which is cool.
Anna, do you use these population ranges on your map?
To some degree, I actually use the third edition because they span longer. So I've developed further. So I did them originally, and then when third edition came out, it was like, yeah, you go all the way from Metropolis down to Thorpe and Dwarfs, so to speak. So yeah, Hamlets. So I've upgraded them in that sense, so they're bigger, and they also diversify between small and large towns and stuff. So you get a bigger range from tiny ones with 20 up to, what is it, 30, 40,000 or something. Yep.
Now this is big. Next.
Oh yeah.
The encounter tables, because this is something that give me 1 second here. Something's driving me a little crazy. Everyone, give me 10 seconds. Because me and my OCD.
And Mike, did you use these in your campaigns? The encounter tables?
I did. Originally, I used them a lot for like travel on the long roads and stuff. I occasionally glance at them when I start a campaign, like the Shield Lance campaign and stuff. But
there we go. I have. There, the shout out now should be fixed. The name of the adventure should be on the Reliquary Recovery. So I used it just to get an idea of, wow, like if I want a wandering monster, if I want to throw something in there I haven't. I'll give you an example. The Thesaurus, right, appears in the Thesaurus Forest and that area not far outside Altamira and up and down near Selene. And so I threw in a Thesaurus in because I was like, oh my God, I forgot about that creature. You know what I mean? So it just I will look at these a lot. This is where we know Eric Cochra are in the Lord Mills.
Exactly.
You know,
some of these encounter tables are the only proof that the monster is in Greyhawk.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. And then and trust me, 95% of people don't know that have no access to this because they weren't even born. They weren't born for 20 years until after this thing was up. And then we go, oh my God, yeah, what's this Greyhawk creature? How do you know that? Well, here. So, I mean, and these have the style. This is all in the style of the encounter tables in the D series. Vault of the Drow, This is how it was written up in Vault of Realm with large scale groups and stuff, all written up. So this is the same. So this is, my guess is that either they wanted to do it the same way Gary did it, or Gary did these himself, because they have that same feel to them. D1, D2, D3.
They spelled sergeants with a J. Very interesting.
Yep.
Very British.
Yep. Very British.
This is your big source on Rennie.
Yep.
Boo.
Yep. Men Rennie right here. And they call them gypsy folk, unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately.
Yeah.
Gypsy barge folk. So,
you know, it's like Indiana Jones.
yeah, I
in
know.
'82, you'd have those were just pulp things.
Right. And then here comes some, you know, I mean, it's just a lot of stuff with encounters. Armor and weapon aboard barge. I mean, so they really go into some detail here on the Rennie.
I like these initial charts because for me, they went into you could encounter armies.
Yep.
You know, whole orc
company,
hobgoblin soldiers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the setting leans heavily into wargaming.
Yep. Knights, night patrols. I mean, just there's a lot of things you can do with them.
This is where it really is a throwback to the time when encounters are not supposed to be balanced. You know, PC, the party
still not. Yeah.
The party shouldn't take it for granted that they could survive any encounter that's thrown at them. You know,
in my campaign, encounters are rarely balanced. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that style.
You should very rarely
where you have to run away.
Yep.
Or sometimes,
or sometimes you win easy
negotiate
because the monsters aren't smart smart enough to run away. Yeah.
Yeah.
So patrol encounter tables, interesting. Yep, and that's just general.
Yep.
There's a lot of information here. Now this is where it gets really, in my opinion, this gets super cool. I mean, you'll have patrols. You have to go up. So this probably the other one. It's weird that the other one's first, but this probably. In my opinion,
I was just going to say the presentation of the first bit is a bit haphazard all over the place, but people should read the first edition AD&D Dungeon Master's Guide, and you will feel at home. This will be easy.
Watch Gavin from Sunday night.
Yeah,
we discussed the whole history of chainmail and the history of battle system. On Sunday.
That was a good example of how it was done back in the day.
Absolutely.
Terrible all over the place.
This was an incredible amount of work.
Yeah.
Someone put into this.
Absolutely. And you got your you got your areas.
Balanced means that in a lot of games, a lot of game styles, I should say, also in this sense, it's that as the players, when they start at low levels, when the characters are low levels, the encounters should be balanced. So they always challenge the characters and not too easy, but also not overwhelmingly difficult, because you don't want to wipe out so the world kind of adapts to as the characters evolve. That's one way. It's not wrong to run it that way, but that's not my style. But and a lot of games are intended that, and campaigns and stuff are written that way, modules and stuff. And then you have more like other styles where you simply world the way as it is, and the players have to be careful when they navigate the characters through that maze of especially when they're low level, because then they might be killed in an instant if they go to the wrong location.
I think Coop was kidding. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So.
Oh, sorry.
If I am Mike, am I correct on this? There are Fiend Folio monsters in here, but not Monster Manual 2 monsters.
That sounds right.
Right. Because like on this one here, we have Ogrillins, one of my favorite. We got Norkers.
Yep.
Here. Quolins, that's definitely Fiend Folio. Quaggas. Ice Troll.
Yeah, Ice Trolls. That cool. I need to,
They're too underpowered. You got to up them. They only have 2 hit die. It makes no sense. It's a cool. I just power them up like regular trolls, but they, they're really good.
I never used Ice Trolls.
You got. They're too weak.
So.
They're too weak in Fiend Folio. One of the few things that are.
Yeah.
Zwargs are in here. What's that?
Ice Trolls remind Anna of Sweden.
Yeah.
So.
That's probably the only kind of troll I've met.
March into Pomarge, which is interesting.
Yeah, ice is brittle though. Yeah.
Them close. I don't know if I'd put them together just because there's a lot of humanoids in both. I think there'd be different monsters. But hey.
Yeah, but look, there's blanks there. I mean, it's an attempt to try to have a theme. So these
Yep.
are both fallen lands
True,
taken over
true.
by humanoids. Yeah.
True. And then you got the barbarian lands here, lots of trolls and ogres. Notice there aren't a lot of dragons on here.
No.
Well, I hope not.
That's good. Oh.
Randomly running into a dragon is a bad day.
Yeah. But these are kind of civilized or semi-civilized areas where you find stuff, so to speak.
What I like is if you have your Monster Manual 2 or your Fiend Folio at this point, you have these encounter tables and they are really in depth. So you're going to go to a standard encounter table off of this. So so then you're going to have any variety of things.
Yeah. And they mean the ones in Dungeon Master's Guide at this time, I think.
I think they mean the ones in Fiend Folio. Fiend Folio has a complete listing of all.
Okay, but they came in
tables.
they came in update. Monster Manual 2 had them, and each monster book they came with updated ones.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but
this Monster Manual 2 was largely built from monsters that came from modules, so it was like a compilation.
Yeah, but I think it had all the original ones too, so you had a complete one. But let me look to be sure here. So yeah,
Malden, I see you in the chat there. I had the exact same experience. I hate Sturges because I had a couple of characters die or almost die because of Sturges.
Well, they're attacked as 4-hit die monsters, and they sucked all your blood out.
Oh yeah, and they're nasty. Just the concept of them is nasty.
I like them.
I think good.
But they're easy to just kill. Just one burning hand spell normally kills all of them. Well, not at third level mage.
But
you're right.
First level characters, they're nasty.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, Monster Manual 2 had a listing with monsters from the previous books. So
but so did Fiend Folio, and there's no Monster Manual 2 monsters in here.
Oh, Sam makes a good point that some of these roles reference you to the standard table, so you could get to almost any monster that way.
Yeah.
By rolling multiple times.
Yep.
That's how you get your dragons. Yeah.
Yeah. Still very rare.
Yeah.
Ann and I ran away from a dragon a couple of weeks ago. It was too tough for us.
Who was
in
DMing?
Nairon, of all places?
Who was DMing?
Michael von Moku.
We have met so much from various monster books in Nairon that I'm terrified of Nairon now. It's and in his campaign, can you imagine Nairon, the most civilized country on the continent? Can you imagine if he runs a company, an adventure in Bone March or something? I will be terrified. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
That's funny.
It's
all good. It's funny. All right. Even Scarlet Brotherhood encounter tables. Stone Fist.
Mike, you can meet men, raiders. I bet they're not that tough though. NFL joke.
Sea Princes. Oh yeah.
Sea Princes have their own.
Gary, 31-0 Eagles Raiders this weekend.
Yeah, that was a beatdown.
It was a complete beatdown.
Oh, Valley of the Mage is there. That's interesting.
Yeah. So, Mike Disney. What's up, Mike?
Hello.
Mike, you didn't level up, by the way. No one leveled up from the adventure on Saturday, but I got your experience in on that. So thanks for playing, and thanks for you're all coming in. Exclamation point drawing. We got a cool giveaway. We got a publication that I wrote in along with one Greyhawk giveaway, and that's this Tarvine belt. Altamira's in here, about a page and a half of it. So, that's the area of Aird that Altamira's going into. So.
Oh, I missed that in the beginning. So that's the.
Yes, so this is the area. That area of the map is where Altamira is. Yes.
So
Botno is the equivalent of Selene, except it's to the south, not to the north. It's just flipped over. Yeah. So, real quick here. Here it is. It's probably a full page. On page, so you get a lot of information here on it. Yep, and that's an official publication for Troller Games. Yeah, going well, Mike. Thanks. We're going over the 1983 box set. We're going to go events of the. We got to get moving here. I knew we'd be dragging along here. Spindrift Files, but then you get Wild Coast, but then you get some area ones where you get some more unique creatures, right?
Yeah, the wilderness ones come there. the
Yeah.
mountains and the marshes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm just
And
looking
also
here.
bodies of water, which is cool.
Got unicorns appear on this one with a lot of the Axewood, Silverwood area.
Yeah.
Actually, Forest, Grandwood. They got orc soldiery in the Grandwood. Interesting.
My favorite section is Sea of Dust.
Oh yeah, that's gonna have unique monsters.
Burial Forest.
Yeah.
Wolf
Dune
dogs.
stalker. Yeah, dune
As wild
stalkers.
dogs, but equal to war dogs. Interesting. It's the first time I noticed that.
Yeah.
All right.
They have mean locks in
Rovers.
Sea of Dust. Yeah.
Mean locks. Let me get down here.
Snaiads. What the heck is that?
Snyad is
Oh,
like
gosh.
an evil pixie type, almost like a
Oh.
germlane almost.
Okay.
Yeah. Treants appear in the gnarly Vesvi.
I never heard of Thokwas either.
Thokwa, rockworm.
Oh, those
Oh,
worms.
gotcha. Yeah,
Worms
see,
in
I
the
never
dust.
ventured there, so I never even read the counter table. Yeah.
Look at the Sulho Mountains. Use Pleistocene conditions and counter table.
Put in some giant Thakwa in there, like Dune, and ride
Yeah,
them.
that's a little bit bigger than even a purple worm, right?
Yeah.
Or even bigger than a Remoraz when you think about it.
I think
Use
so. Yeah.
Pleistocene conditions.
Yeah.
That sounds dinosaurian or something. Yeah.
Some people here hate dinosaurs in Greyhawk. Here's one that we haven't seen yet.
As long as you call them sand lizards or something, I'm fine with them. Yeah.
Pernikins right there in the Bright Desert. That's a new one.
Wow. Yeah, that's a rare monster.
Yeah, that's really rare. Bugbear's Blue, Land of Black Ice. Well, that's from an adventure. Here we go. Sea of Dust has a lot of unique stuff in it. Yeah, the Thakwa you said.
Yeah.
Germlane are here. Mean locks. Yep. Fire toads, fire newts, dune stalkers. Yep. All fiend folio creatures.
All fiend folio.
Yeah.
Marshes.
Could you imagine getting this back in the day and not having fiend folio?
Huh, I thought Queen were in there.
Well, that's the point of where are these? Oh, I got to buy this hardback book now, right?
Right.
Yeah. No dinos in the Pleistocene, basically Ice Age. But yeah, there'll be a lot of like saber-tooth tigers, right?
Oh yeah, that's
that
true.
Kind
Pleistocene is too late for
it would be like really big mammals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why isn't that up in the Land of Black Ice? Why is that between two deserts? Just a minor gripe.
Interesting.
Well, Dennis, it could be like a Loch Ness monster.
Where the hell's Lone Heath?
It's on the east. It's on the wrong side of the map.
North
Jay, so
of
don't worry.
Relastra.
North of Relastra?
Yeah,
okay,
it's on the east coast. Yeah.
It's actually a good guy kind of.
Yeah. Men bandits, good alignment. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. That's where Robin Hood and his merry men hide out.
Yay!
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, that was always weird. That's an empty piece of art.
Yeah, I always wondered what they was. I guess there was supposed to be something there that never made.
Probably like, well, we were out of money. We don't have any artwork.
Yeah, some yeah.
I'm honestly surprised I haven't drawn my own artwork in there.
Right, Mike?
Yeah.
Put the cultists in there.
Yep. It's like the coloring book. Yep.
All right. Now, here's where you get that you don't get you get their name and then you get their class here and like so they're like, oh yeah, you know what, we forgot it up there, now we're gonna put it in.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So here it is. Yep.
This guy always reminded me of one of the Ranger Lords in the list.
Yeah.
It could be the Margrave of Bissell or the King of Keeland.
What this? I thought that was the King of Keeland.
You think that's the King of Keeland?
Yeah, almost positive.
I mean, I wasn't sure. I didn't see any.
It's not, what's his name? Kimber de Scotty? Is that him?
Yeah, that's the vibe I get too.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that's who it is.
I don't see any heraldry to confirm anything.
No, but he's got this thing on his head with the band, and
yeah,
you're right. It could be anyone.
I mean, Duke Carl is also a ranger.
Yeah, I always thought it was him though.
Yeah, makes sense.
Who knows?
Some really cool oddities with the rules on this list.
Yeah. TSR treated buying the Fiendful as a side quest. Yeah. I'm surprised. I thought Monster Manual 2 was out by now. I thought, but maybe they just didn't make stuff.
No, I think that came afterwards, if I remember correctly. Hang on a second.
83. I thought it was right then and there. I thought it was 82.
Hang on a second.
Maybe I'm wrong.
It came out in 83.
Same year, probably missed it. Probably
Yeah.
missed
the,
it.
inf-
Yeah.
the infamous page 18 map.
All right, here we go. Weather in the world. And a lot of people did programs off this. That actually generated it.
Yep,
Time
there
for
is. I put the link in. Maybe I should find a link from this.
So
Thanks,
this came from a Dragon article.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here,
absolutely.
here is a Greyhawk weather generator that is really good. And also that map is a godsend because it gives us the latitude
Right.
of places. But it also has then it has, now we talk projections because they are straight. That means that it's a Mercator or some projection of that type, so to speak. So because
I always
they
think
are
of it
straight
as a cylindrical projection,
but
but
exactly. Yeah.
This is what I took originally back in the late 90s with the Dragon Annual map and created the first like full map of the world that was true to the dimensions of the world.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really intriguing because this is drawn at a level of quality that doesn't match the Dragon Annual map.
Yep.
So it's not like someone took a sub shot of the other map and put it here. I think the other map was drawn around this, and it has suspicious provenance.
We know what happens, right?
We know it came together over a weekend.
We had Skip on. No, in 8 hours. He did that map in 8 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it kind of set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, it's unfortunate because when you read the text, it says there's 4 great continents, and we didn't get that in that map technically.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always the wonders of wanting to expand and having all these plans and stuff, and it didn't come to fruition. But then again, like we barely expanded south on this map.
Barely,
barely.
The Isle of Dread is just like one more 5-degree segment down.
Yep.
And that's the furthest south that we officially did
until we got the Scarlet Brotherhood where we got Hepmona Land.
Yeah, it does just Hepmona Land on one side. It doesn't give us the whole thing, but yeah.
All right, you got temperatures based on the month and average.
Yeah. There's that great article in Visions of Greyhawk 3 by Paul Luby that I would recommend everyone look at.
Yeah, it's really good.
He has a really good discussion of implications of this material, but apparently this is all calibrated to Philadelphia, so it's right near you, Jay.
Yay!
Yeah.
But when you do a linear approximation, it means it's not going to be really good the further north and south you go.
So I am the closest person on here.
So we need to ask you what the need to ask you what the weather. What's the weather in Greyhawk? Yeah,
it's like to there 3 to 5 miles. So yeah.
So we need to ask you how the weather is in Greyhawk.
It snowed a couple days ago. How's that? Sunday. Terrain effects. I mean, this is a good job.
Oh,
yes. For it's time for 1983, this is a really good job.
And for a fantasy campaign, it's awesome. I mean,
yes. Yeah.
Yep.
And he gives us moons, phases, and the calendar, adds to the calendar and stuff. So it's good.
For me, for some of the things, I'm sorry, I don't know why I went off this tangent. I have a trouble picturing, sorry, Patrick, Canada in relation to the U.S. I still can't get into my head that Ottawa is due north of Philadelphia. I mean, exactly due north of Philadelphia, even though in my head, I think it's way more west.
Yes,
but it's not.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah. It's just weird to me that people in Ohio are still in the East Coast time zone.
Yeah. It's just a lot of strange stuff like that. I'm always
just to mean that you guys on the East Coast doesn't realize how big the country is in the West.
well, no, it's just because of the way the United States goes out, and Maine's way out there.
The East Coast is not north to south. East. It's like 45 degrees eastwards.
Yeah, that's just it. Michigan's EST too. I know. I was in where's the Blossom Festival near Traverse City. During one summer, it was like 10:20 at night, and the sun was out still. In the summer, I was like, "Holy geez," because it's in the Eastern time zone. Yeah, I was like, "This is crazy." So Sorry, I'm so high wind effects
Well,
table.
if your PCs ever teleport, that might come into effect.
Yeah.
Sherry
You
Festival.
might worry
That's
about
it.
time zones.
My brother-in-law lives out there.
Yeah, I made a time zone map of Greyhawk. If you,
Oh, Lena, yeah, that's cool.
yeah,
Is it on your website?
Yeah, it should be. Hang on a second, I can find it in.
It only starts on the western side of the map.
Otherwise, I'll upload it if
Just
it's
kidding.
not there. So yeah.
Standard weather tables. I mean, look at all this stuff that can happen. I'm rarely putting them against bad weather.
What's the name of the guy who did that Dragon article with all the weather? Because there definitely wasn't any of the usual Greyhawk authors.
No, it was definitely a unique article,
Yeah.
but I don't remember his name. He may have a credit at the end of this. I thought he might have had a credit at the beginning. But
I looked, I couldn't find it.
Oh, that's a shame. He might be in the front then. I think he's credited in the front, Mike. Flip back to the front.
I mean, there's some really extreme things here.
Yeah. I mean, this.
There it is. David Axler.
That's it.
David Axler. Yeah.
Yep.
I think he did an enhanced version later on too, I think.
Certainly possible. Yeah.
There used to be a website back in the days of the internet that
still around,
that had that weather.
Yeah, it's still around.
Nice.
This is cool.
Oh my God, these are some of the best 3 or 4 pages in the entire guide.
Yep.
And glossography. I mean,
we
had like 5 or 6 adventure scenarios.
Yep.
You know, pretty much laid out, and you just had to do all the encounters and fill them in. I wonder who wrote these. I still
these feel like Alan Hammock.
Because the whole legend of Slorotin and the lost passage of the Sul, that's all in this. It doesn't.
Yeah, that could be Leonard. They could have asked Leonard for that part, right?
They definitely could.
Yeah, we never asked them, unfortunately. But that's a guess. Or
I mean, I drew on that heavily on that one to do all the Keeling material. So
yeah, the mother. Jungle Lost Ships is in here for the first time.
Another great adventure hook. I mean,
yeah, it's really cool. Coop, you can get it all on drive through. I mean, I'm not trying to push it, but like, it's all there. It's all there on drive through RPG, pretty cheap in PDF. So, plus I give away a lot of the stuff too, man. So, if you win on your drawings, you can get some stuff. The Copper Raider. You worked on this, Mike, because you're in Parentland now, right? This is a Parentland one.
I haven't used that.
The road from Schwarzenberg to High Folk follows the Velverdire River. So there you go.
I love the Stolen Seal. I use that one in my
Barony of
campaign.
Brotek in the Frost Barbarians has caused much consternation in Bromar.
So that one inspired some of my stuff on Spine Castle.
Oh, okay.
Because in this little scenario, you are chasing a party of humanoid from the barony down to Spine Castle in that pass, and you have to catch them before they get there. Because once they get there, you're probably not going to be able to get it away from them. But that seal is almost like the Magna Carta between the Iridians and the Frost Barbarians. So if you don't get it back, and it's been blessed by their gods, so if you don't get it back, the treaty may be over between these two kingdoms. So
very cool.
It was
Yep.
And they give you a little thumbnail description of the members of that evil party. So it's kind of a cool.
Yeah, well, they say the leader's a half-orc fighter assassin.
Yeah.
I would make a cleric assassin.
Yeah, I put a link to the time zone map
zones?
On my Notion site there. So yeah.
And then this is cool. They tell us where the adventures are set on Darlene's map.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see that because a lot of people are like, where are they? Where are they? Now I know Gaetano did a thing where he placed them all on the Darlene map, and that you can find that still out there.
Yeah, and also, yeah, you can also these are also located on the Paizo Greyhawk maps. That's was
right.
Terlizzi maps. Yeah,
they're also
and much more added than listed here.
Yeah, they're also on the Cannon Fire Interactive Adventure map.
Yep.
And
with a
we
lot
have
of other good
way
stuff.
more ones from Dungeon and other sources too.
On my map, they are there, but they are not named after the adventure module. They are named after the location. So
right,
the keep of the Borderlands is Kendall Keep, etc. So yeah, Tomb of Horrors is, I think, Tomb of Horrors, so maybe it's a Acererak Tomb.
No,
Hang on a
no,
second.
I think it's Tomb of Horrors.
I think it's Tomb of Horrors. Yeah, I think I should rename it Acererak's Tomb because that's what it is. Yeah.
So it's all good.
Yep.
Wait for
Tomb of
Mountain
Horrors.
Barrier
Yep.
Peaks. There were not that many adventures out still. During this
No,
time
but
frame.
most of those are all the classics. I mean,
Right.
We already
Yep.
have most of the classics published.
Well, so the last ones that came out in this area was Shokanth and Thariston. Right? They're
Yeah.
the ones that had just come out in 82, 83.
Notable absences would be Isle of the Ape is not there. I
Right.
think.
They're not
and
out yet. I think they're 84,
Yeah.
85s, aren't
They're
they?
84, 85. Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Morton Kane's Fantastic Adventure. They're all, that WG ones are starting to come together and come out.
So they have Village of Hamlet there as WG1 and not as T1 because
Right.
they haven't done the compilation yet.
Yep. Yeah, because Shokanth is WG3 instead of S4. Right here.
Yeah.
Yep. Thariston is WG4. It's the only one that held that. So, yeah, weird. So, very interesting. All right. Determining a character's place of birth. This is definitely Len. Len did this article. This is a
Did
Len.
Okay.
Did you
All
guys
the way,
ever-
Len did this
Did-
article in
Did
Dragon.
you guys ever use this for PCs or anything?
No, I let them choose where they're coming from in
Yeah,
my
I
campaign.
All the time. All the time.
Use it all the time?
Oh yeah.
We
Oh,
used
cool.
it for some games back in the day too. Yeah. Now I usually run campaigns that are so localized that it's not really usable. But yeah.
All my like special guests that don't know much about Greyhawk Gary, I tell them give them ideas. Well, I mean, most of the ladies are playing Selenian half elves, right? Or you get some Lord Mill Mountain dwarves. If you get a Sylvan elf, it's either gonna be gnarly or Axewood. It just depends on the adventure.
But it's also human centric only, so it's only for humans. So it's a bit sad.
Oh, there's another one for demi-humans.
Oh, that's true. The other ones,
yeah,
it's on the So I'm sorry, I forgot about that one. When you mentioned it, really, it's on the next page. Yeah.
And even
But
have orcs in here.
There is a style of play which is not very fashionable anymore, but it used to be a style of play where you were basically like roll everything and play whatever you get.
Yeah, which I think is kind of cool.
It is. It has a coolness to it, but it's a different kind of game. And I would hate to like Jay says, why force someone to play something they don't want to play?
That was the time frame, Gary, when people were just running adventures.
Absolutely.
That's why. Oh, I'm gonna run Hamlet, then I'm gonna run Temple of Medieval, then I'm gonna run the A series, then we're gonna run the G series.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, I'm going to roll
hardcore.
three dice six in order, and whatever I get, I
I'm
get.
gonna run
exactly.
these, and there's not gonna be anything outside of the setting.
Yeah, I get strength 4 and dex 5, and I have to live with it. Yep.
Well,
Yeah, I guess I'm a wizard.
Yep.
and that's where
I
that
just dispensed of all the qualifying stats, and if you want to have a unwise cleric or a dumb wizard, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, now I really like point buy because it gives all the onus on the player to decide what kind of character they want.
Players choose.
Oh my God, this is another super favorite section. The whole company of 7 comes out of this section.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's comeliness. First time comeliness appears.
Yep.
Did it appear in a dragon before this?
My answer to that is yes, but I don't know where. Or it may, and then you see an Ars Arcana. So, well, good, Mike. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was going to say I like how a lot of your newer players, Jay, know that stat coming.
That's why we have the DFC.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
fun.
kind of antithetical. I think that's the right word to the modern era of not worrying about looks and stuff, but my players, it all matters. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny.
What I liked about introducing it though is that it emphasizes that charisma is not all about your looks.
Exactly.
It's about your personality, your force of will.
Yep.
You can have a general who has a big scar on his face and he's ugly looking, but
he's charismatic as hell.
He's charismatic in hell, and men will go die for him.
Yep.
Big scars.
And comeliness. What I liked about this one is it went way beyond the normal range because some of the gods and demons and stuff are so ugly they're not even between 3 and 18.
Are you ready,
and
Mike?
that's why I wanted in Hawktails. I wanted comeliness in there, so it's in there, but it's a bit different. Oh yes, in a slightly different way, but it's still tied to looks. Oh Oh
You could
yeah,
my
it's
God.
cockliness in
You
there.
could call it beauty or appearance or something
Yeah,
like
but
that.
it's more than that. So it's not
Right.
only beauty. It has a different, yeah,
Did you
sinister or yeah.
did you just quote one of my favorite movies of all time, The Replacements? Keanu Reeves says chick steak scars.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
I feel like that quote's older than that, but
Well,
okay.
it's in that movie too. So
Yeah,
yeah,
cool. Yeah,
And so, and here we go. Here are quasi deities from the article: Heward, Keatum, Merland, and Kellenen.
yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Most of them from Gygax's home campaign.
Yep.
Yeah, but they
And
weren't
that-
used much after that. Meaning Kellenen,
Yeah.
come on, he
Well,
could be like
For instance,
a best teacher to teach you
know,
how to use a sword in.
the
Yeah.
player of Merlin passed away in the 1970s, Doc Kay.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
yeah.
there was natural. Kellenen, I don't think was a player. I think that's an invention by Gygax, which one of the
Ah.
coolest. When I did Mike's quiz, this was my coolest
Yeah.
character in Greyhawk.
Yeah.
I think
Kellenen.
it's top 5 favorite characters for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love both Merland and Kellenen. I have specially priests made up for both of them. Also,
Yeah.
it helps when the Slavers in second edition has them already fleshed out a bit. Both those. There's actually 2 NPCs in there. One's a Kellenen priestess, and the other one's is he a gnome or a dwarf? I think he's a gnome. No, he's a dwarf. He's a dwarf priest of Merland, god of technology, and so they just fit right in my campaign too. So I have them both.
How I interpreted these guys is that they're basically epic characters. They're epic level characters. They're retired from the
board.
campaign.
Yep.
They have levels in multiple classes and significant ones at that. So I would put Elminster in this group. Elminster should be a quasi deity because he's like these people.
Elminster, like Ed Elminster?
Yes, I would put Elminster and maybe even the Seven Sisters in this category too.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys are super powerful, pretty much unkillable by players.
Nice.
And they get their standard abilities here for deities, and we get now we get their stats in here.
Yeah.
Now we get the deity
Yeah.
stats.
But on page 37, there's an interesting tiny little illustration with a symbol on it there
right.
that I don't think have been used anywhere else.
That symbol, it looks like a sickle through a circle almost.
Yeah. Any idea what symbol that is? Yeah. Because I want to use it in heraldry now because I've never paid attention to it. Yeah.
Get to work, audience researchers. Give us an answer.
Exactly.
It's not a glyph.
But I was an altar boy, and I have seen a scene like this many a times with the the layout of the vestments and stuff. It's very familiar to me.
Exactly. It's so close to real world religious dressing and all that. So yeah.
So this Saturday, Keferin, I kind of ran this a while back, but I made a little variation of it. There'll be Saint Elidor will be used in my Adventure Saturday morning. This coming up this Saturday with Curtis and Brett playing. Yep. So just so you're aware, yeah. But yeah, Saints are on, and Scott Benny's article, it says Saints are on par with quasi deities. It says it right in the article. So, all right.
So Jay, I wrote Saint Benidor exactly in this format of the gods that's coming up right here.
Oh, so, really? Okay.
Yeah, I just did a 1E old fashioned.
Okay. Very cool.
In that Visions issue.
Oh, cool! Thank you, Dennis.
Oh, in the
for
Visions
sharing
issue, not in the Earth Journal.
Right. Oh no, sorry, you're right. It's in the Earth Journal.
Right. I need to talk to you about that after the stream. Something real quick. All right, we're just scan through this real quick because I want to get to the dragons. At least some of them. It's just their abilities.
Some of the entries here have some cool, unique magical items and artifacts that are
right, which is neat to do. You
can use them as adventure hooks. Maybe the god lost his weapon.
I like giving out lesser versions of those weapons, like they're like a worshiper, a champion's weapon. Right, I've done that. In fact, I did that with Crovis. Which I've incorporated into my game. He's waiting for the return, and the champion of Crovis's bastard sword was located, and one of the characters in the campaign has that. So yeah,
definitely very cool.
Yep. I believe he was inspired with a saint of the same name. Which one?
The same thing with the Greek gods sending their weapons down to Earth.
So saints already put saints on the same level what I would do in your game, I'm not telling you how to play it. Put saints on the same level as quasi deities on and just give them the same spell capability as demigods up to 5th level, no matter what, even if they're same plane. Just that way they're functioning as characters. That's what I do.
And because they're saints, if you don't want to attribute the power to them, just attribute it to the sponsor god.
Right.
That's who they're a saint of. Yeah.
And here's a lot of references.
And remember, there are gods who have the title saint, but have moved way beyond sainthood and are now true gods.
Saint Cuthbert, especially. I know the other mysterious Tim uses Saint Michael too. I think that was his dad.
There's a Saint Carmichael in Greyhawk somewhere.
That's it. All right.
Who I think is Michael Carr's character.
He's still around.
Yeah. He was the first cleric.
Yep. He does some stuff still. So, and he's going to be at Gary Con. I always have him on too.
Yeah, you should chat. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Dragon 59. First one I can find. If someone is telling me that I'm wrong, I will go back and get it and pull it out. But I think Dragon 59.
It's March 82, so that sounds like when Greyhawk started to come out.
Well, so, it's actually here. It's not an events one. It's a prelude to that. Page 24, The Great Kingdom and the Knights of Doom. That's the first one. So, and this is a Rob Kuntz one. I think it's more Rob Kuntz than Gary.
Yeah, it's Rob Kuntz. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gypsies. Oh, look at this. There's Ed's bleeder that I have a miniature that Buildmaster Crafter did for that Gary Con. I still have that miniature. Yeah, I guess may see that soon, very soon too, in an adventure. All right, here we go. And it has the same feel as the events ones. This is technically the first one. The Great Kingdom and the Knights of Doom, Notes from the World of Greyhawk Fantasy Setting by Rob Kuntz. So there you go.
Yep.
Showing the area.
Oh, look at
Knights
that.
of Doom.
Yeah,
that little
only one page. No,
that little inset effect is kind of cool on the map.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
It's a cool thing showing where we're talking about. Much news is to be heard as of late from the surrounding provinces of the Great Kingdom. A fleet from the recalcitrant sea barons has been dispatched to aid the cousin of the Overking who commands the North Province. This is stuff. So wipe your.
What year is this article?
82. Wipe your mind clean. There is no From the Ashes yet. Okay, there's no Free Secret box set yet. There's nothing. There's only the base box set. The base 80. This is before this. This is before the 83 box set. So the next couple ones after this are probably in that 83 era when the box sets come up, but this one's before it. This stuff does not make it into it. I'm shocked because Knights of Doom are pretty cool. So yeah, and they're not Death Knights. No.
No, they're still humans.
They're still humans. Yep. So, and it talks about the Herzog continues to muster his forces, waiting the arrival of 2,000 seasoned veterans of battles. I've said that the Lord High Admiral of Esperity, and that's an island, is actually sending his most gifted commander to see to the raids around Belleport. So there's battle going on out here. Rob's talking about, and Zane is noted here, right? Zane, who created the demonic Knights of Doom, who marshal the Overking's armies, who convert all evils to their bolstering ranks and lead those fanatics of the Midnight's Darkness clan who are in opposition at this time to the Secret League of Foltest.
Yep. Imagine my surprise when one of my neighbors said that they had a dog who was named Zane, spelled the same way.
Really?
I was like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I didn't dare to ask. I was like, okay.
Did the dog have two heads?
No, only one head. But
okay.
It was a vicious dog to most other dogs. Yeah. Very vicious. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, these knights remind me of like those two warriors that followed Thulsa Doom in Conan.
Yeah. The guy with the big warhammer and yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he was that guy was a wrestler or a bodybuilder with Schwarzenegger, and that's how he knew it.
That's what Curtis told us. Yeah, so it sounds right.
Yeah.
Those were good movies for that time. Yeah.
Well, the second one with Walt Chamberlain was a little cheesy, but it was
You know,
okay.
no, but it was because we didn't have much else. I
We got
remember,
a great
damn,
right, Anna. We got a
it
grade
was
on a curve because we don't get much
exactly people
fantasy.
I did.
today can't understand how big these movies were in a way. They were like D&D
Mhm.
on the movie
On the
theater. That
screen,
was
yeah.
like, yeah,
True. I did an entire Gavin like 5 years ago on this, right?
yeah,
All
yeah.
those movies.
And Legend, the movie Legend, where
Uh, yeah, that
Tom
was
Tom Cruise was
that's
like
84.
18 years, yeah, when he was like a
Yeah,
young dude.
Hawk the
That
Slayer is mine. Hawk
yeah,
the Slayer. All the Death
mhm,
Stalkers have come out. Sword and
yeah,
Sorcery,
yeah,
Crawl, blah, but
yeah.
Oh, Knight Riders are all out of this time frame. And Excalibur, of course.
Mhm.
Then in the late 80s, early 90s, you get 13th Warrior and some other good
Oh
ones.
yeah, those that
Mhm.
but that was much later. Yeah,
Yeah, it was much later. All right, so the Demonic
yeah.
Knights of Doom are, and like these are the Rob goes from detail on these with their
Oh
levels.
yeah. Hmm.
But they're large size, which is weird. They're big dudes, 6 to 7 foot tall. I don't get
Yeah.
that. That may be a mistake. It should be
No,
band
you never
size.
know. Yeah, they have a
Yeah.
large population to choose from and
Platform dude.
ways to make them taller too.
Well, it says
Probably.
here these knights appear as normal men with undistinguishable
Yeah,
features.
exactly. They're
They
yeah. Mhm.
they always wear gold-plated armor in defiance and mockery. It is said of
Yeah.
those aligned lawful good, they will appear mounted on foot. These controlled servants of the Earl King and Zane were created by the two wizards to marshal armies, who are all whom they encounter by the sword or by fear of death.
Also kind of reminds me of Mordred in Excalibur.
I was going to
Yeah.
say it reminds me of the first scene with the Kurgan in Highlander.
Oh, yeah.
We had that
And I could
armor
see
or
that
that
too.
big armor on. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
these guys are built to be intimidating.
right. Yeah. What are your thoughts, Mike?
Oh, well, I'm enjoying it. I agree with all that.
Okay. Yeah.
Mordred, yep.
That's the laugh, though. Yeah, that's the laugh of June.
Oh,
That's the laugh of Junior from the Mongrels of the Putrid Tongue. Now is that
ooh,
Mordred laugh when he was a
that's a
kid.
creepy laugh.
It is. It's really creepy. So, yeah. So this gives you all the breakdown of all of them, and as you can see, the War Gamers still in Rob Coons. Lots of detail here.
Now, does
General,
this
look.
one of these mentions a battle between the Overking and the men of the Grandwood?
Yeah,
A
that's
big,
coming in the next one or
okay.
two. All right. So let's see what
Yeah,
time we got. All right.
yeah.
Dragon 63. The bandits in this one of my greatest one. I think it's a great class if you don't want to play ranger.
Oh, I like that cover.
Yeah, really a good cover. Who did that cover? It's a really nice cover. Does it say? I'm scrolling through too fast because we're getting up there on time. All right, so we got to go to Greyhawk's World. It says news from the east and south. That's page 15. Divas first appear here. As you can see, this is all Monster Manual 2 stuff. Here's the Barbarian, first time ever. Hunter Cana, it's before that, but here's the Barbarian getting ready, come out.
It's possible if Gary never left the company that this would be the way we would get all our Greyhawk updates.
Yeah. Color miniatures being pictured, which is crazy for that time frame, because it's just slag, slag lead still. But yeah, and this is a good article too. It's small. We're not there. Where the bandits are. That gives you some more
Yes.
troops.
Hmm.
All right, that
That
was one
and I think
page.
that was an inspiration for Joe Block's
He said it
See
was.
Paul Marsh and Die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He said that was
Yeah, because he structured it
all right.
very similar, but but Joe Block did it much more in depth than that. But it's still a great one. Yeah.
Yeah. Coop, I use the bandit. I just have it specialization. They can specialize one weapon and one bow. They don't get multiple attacks, but they get plus hit and damage. There's some great bandits in the campaign. Devin, Bones' character Devin's really good. Nice
Yeah.
level
Which
bandit.
issue are you in now?
We're in 63. The
63.
next year
Thank
is
you.
63, 64, 65, then they stop.
Okay.
All right, so 63, and this one has this is Rob Kuntz again writing this. And now it's called
Yeah.
Events of the Eastern and Southern Flannis. As you can see, this is way out there. This is going to continue off of what the previous one, which was in
Yeah.
59. So this is 4 months later. right? So we're in 82. This says 82
Yeah.
Gygax.
So it's leading up to it's between after the folio, before the box
Right.
set.
It says
yeah.
during 577 to 578 right here.
Yeah.
All right. So we got the time frame that this is.
Yeah.
The machinations of the Sea of Medesia seemed aimed at sapping the strength of the Malachite throne as much as they chivied. They're using some big words here, Rob. Is the great kingdom's enemies south and east. So this is the Sea Barons, with and it tells you how many troops are here and everything. Names of people. Lord Captain Aldusk. What's that?
Does it say if they're Flan or Sewell?
I don't
The
see
Sea Bear.
that.
The
Sea Barons.
Yeah.
Well, the Sea Barons are Iridian, but the people on the islands might be a mixture.
So it looks like Grenell got his butt kicked to start. Right? So, and he's waiting for reinforcements. And then the time granted Herzog Grenell was indeed fortunate for him, as it allowed the integration of his new units into his army, and enabled them to be trained to some degree. So with the additional contingent of troops from the Sea Barons, Herzog's array again approaching strength of 10,000. So there you go.
I mean, still a lot of wargaming references.
It's a lot of wargaming, and I love it as just history or fodder. But you, as a DM, it's not. You have to do a little work to make it into adventure hooks.
Once again, you can do small little battles in the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Right?
But we also have to realize Carl Sargent read these in detail, and when he did the Marklands and even the Undying and stuff.
Absolutely.
So.
Now
he might have not followed them, but I'm sure he read them.
Right. As you can see, the Holy Censors, is starting to get a little wonky, and he get what happens during the wars. But here it says the cream of Medesia's troops are remaining with the Holy Censor. There are fewer than 6,000 guards of various sorts at the capital, which is Mentry, the World of Greyhawk Gazetteer, erroneous labels of Ralastra. So it notes it in here, the mistake.
Yep.
So, right. The Holy Censor would likely have given the Overking more wholehearted cooperation had it allowed his new Imperial Constable to conscript troops from Ralastra, command a contingent. So it's a lot of talking in this. And this is, Rob at his finest, is very detailed in everything he does. As you can tell with Mark Castle, Mordecai's Fantastic Adventure, it is extremely detailed. And all the stuff he did during 3rd edition with Eric Mona is extremely, extremely detailed.
A lot of politics. You could tell that Rob knew his European history.
Absolutely. And my guess is that Gary's like, go for it. Run. Yeah. I trust you. Run with it. Something that. Hey, what's up, Michael? I would say if we get Rob back on and he's in the right mood, which I don't know if that'll be happen in the near future with all the other stuff coming out.
We can hopefully will happen someday.
That we could just ask him specific questions on this stuff instead of as WotC bashing and other things. So.
I would love to hear his alternate ideas for how the history might have evolved different from the Greyhawk Wars.
Yeah.
Like if he had controlled it going forward, what would have happened?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Or if he might have decided not to move the story forward, just detail it more, so to speak. That's another way of doing it. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Good evening, fellow Earthlings. Greyhawk, Mike, and Dorgazum. I featured you both in this morning's Frog Got Games newsletter. Well, very kind of you, dude.
Awesome. Thank you.
Very, very kind.
Nice.
Yeah, we got a lot of great giveaways. We've been giving away the 12 days of Orcus RPGs and stuff. Miracle on 34th, whatever, for Orcus. Also, during the my games on Saturday. So it sounds like here, Grandwood, a raid by Wood Elves and Foresters, has dealt a severe blow to Medesian troops holding the west bank of the Macaire River. An estimated force of more than 3,000 Sylvan Elves and men lured a host of nearly 5,000 humanoids and somewhat fewer men away from their encampment and deep into the forest. Captain General Gahru, commander of the Censorial Army, blundered into a carefully hidden trap.
Those are huge numbers. I mean, those
Yeah.
for rebels, quote unquote rebels, those are huge numbers. I mean, they definitely would be able to kick the Overking out of the ground.
Yeah,
You
less
know,
than 20% of the army survived, but later that month, stragglers brought the total to 30. Most casualties are humanoid. You know, I like. This is how I like my Greyhawk. This is how I like it. You know,
yeah.
always love this commentary. Yeah, we'll see you Saturday, Curtis. See you Saturday for a fun game. So, I'm not going to do the next two because I think that they tie into what we may do next week. If we do the Free Street Graph box set or the From the Ashes, I think that they have some discussion to tie into them. So we'll start with
We did the box set fairly recently, so
well, I'm
we
talking
should.
about the events in the box set.
Ah, got you.
The events
Yeah.
in the box set, which I think
Yeah.
tie in with 64 and 65.
Oh yeah, that's a
Right.
good one, and then
Yeah.
we can go
Yeah.
into From the Ashes or something. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, also, I'm not going to be doing it Christmas Eve next week. I don't think my wife would like that.
Jay, is one of those articles the Bandits article?
The Bandits article.
So if it's not, I would say that there's another article in these issues of Dragon around this time frame called "Where the Bandits Are." It's a must for anybody who wants to develop the Bandit Kingdom.
Oh no, we just showed that.
Did we just show that?
Yeah, hold on, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
It's the same button. Yeah.
Yeah. So some of the things that Eric Mona developed out in Age of Worms actually comes from this original source here.
So do we think that because this Dimri guy is a cleric leader, that's why they have evil Fultians there? Just because of that?
And it borders the Pale.
And it borders the Pale was always the clincher. I think it might be mentioned in that Fate of Istis.
Oh, it's in Fate of Istis.
More explicit.
I stay away from Fate of Istis. It burns me when I touch it.
but even the glossography it does say that even it's a tiny population, but he does have lawful evil followers. It's very interesting.
Right. Yeah. I mean, this is good because once again, it's good to know who the leaders are out there in case you want to develop this area further.
Oh yeah, but that Prince Zeech in Area 8, he is a huge character in Age of Worms.
He's famous.
Yes, so that meant that Eric Mona and the bunch that did the Hawk stuff, they read all of this in detail.
Yes,
but I want you to look at something. Oh, there it is. They have 6 down twice. Red Hands, it says 6, 7. It should say 8. That's a typo. Zeech. Yeah.
7 and 8 used to be part of the Shieldlands.
Yes. Yeah. Shieldlands went the whole northern coast, so to speak.
Right. So when we did remember, right in this area up here, I have Fortress Elendar, and this is before From the Ashes came out, and we did our battle system fight with Area 7 from this map. So we had Tyrant. I like the name because they call himself Tyrant. Tyrant. I said Keldra. I don't know if it's Seldra or whatever. We did the adventure, and then we did a full battle system, Shieldlands versus in that spot, based off this map here.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, and that was, I'm going to say that's 80. I'm going to 88. My guess is 88 or early 89, right before all hell breaks loose and they completely redo. I'm like, oh my god, why did I do this for? The whole Shieldlands is gone now. It's just that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, there's a Barons order it, so it's cool. Yep, very cool stuff. So with that. Look at that. We're almost at 9, and I survived. I got through it.
Yep.
Whoops. Is that a wrong button?
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, last week's books and this week's books, these are the core of the setting that we are huge fans of. They're the seminal books.
It's the start points for great development. And you need to, utilize what you want out of it, not, and like I said, your canon does not, your published source or whatever, your lore doesn't have to be the same. You're not going to ruin it for anyone by, I'm too worried about the lore, right? No, don't worry about that.
Do it. No. Yeah, read the sources and then learn the rules and then break them. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the Living Greyhawk Gazetteer is just the extrapolations of kids that love these books that we just talked about.
Because look, the odds of you turning into Samwise is very low.
Well, thank goodness for that.
I'm just kidding, dude. That was an easy one.
Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. Yep.
We're gonna have your new
Oh,
cannon.
we need to have more Samwises. We need to have a few. That it's so good that we have some Samwises in our community. Yep.
If we had 10 guys calling themselves a new cannon, we'd have huge wars.
Yeah. Oh, come on. That was a depiction of how Greyhawk community used to be.
But real threat, low chance, but real threat. That's
oh
funny.
yeah, that used to be. Yep.
All
Yep.
right. So why don't we shout everyone out, see what's going on, and then we'll go from there. We'll do our giveaway, and then we'll wrap it up with a raid into Bones there, like we normally do on Wednesday if the darling raids into us. So where we got there, Mike? What's up with you, man? How's Parentland going?
Well, the Parentland campaign's really moving. Yesterday, they returned from Exag to Traft, where they had to investigate the murder of their wizard benefactor. And after following the clues, they found out he was murdered by a certain vampiress from some nearby mountain.
Uh-oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Oh.
So let me ask you something. How'd you do out Exag? It's an ancient city, right?
Yeah, there's a couple dungeon articles on
Okay,
Exag
cool.
I used.
Good.
It was they were happy to leave there. It's a depressing place.
Did this vampirist have a lanthorn tan?
No, yeah. But then no rest for them. Then they had to head out east to the Sepia Uplands, where they're going to try to break up a impending war between Traft and the demi-humans, who they want to annex the Sepia Uplands. So it's a big old political drama.
Sounds fun.
Other than that, I got a comic, of course.
Oh yes. Oh,
Gary will be happy. It's a cultist comic.
Oh, cool.
All right, let me bring that up real quick here. So I'm putting up this stuff here. 1 second. Silence this.
Mike and one of his buddies have to show up dressed as cultists.
Oh, that'd be hysterical. Oh, you should go to GaryCon one day like that. You should go to our Greyhawk. No, dude, that would be awesome, man. Go to our Greyhawk seminar dressed up as a cultist.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, it'd be an awesome thing. Get the purple. That would be cool. Need Fest is almost. Oh, it'd be nice if I went to this page here so I could show everyone. Need Fest is almost upon us, Greyhawkers. I don't have any holiday specials, but all of you new to the blog, check out Need Festing comics from the past. Anytime our favorite cultists are resting before the new year. Cold months in their favorite because of Thursday. Let's check in. Yeah. You're reading a book? It's a tome. Well, that's a first. What's the title of your book? Tome. Tome of what exactly? Clear thought. What? That tome gives intelligence. Give it to me. You can read it next. Too late. Oh, yeah. Just nice. Is it still your dump stat? Oh, I feel already smarter. Yes. One-shot use items.
that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Do a panel as a cultist. Yeah.
We only have one seminar. I only have one seminar at GaryCon this year. It's in the frickin' Evolve in the bar. I said, fine, put us in there. It doesn't matter because it's just like they were overwhelmed with stuff. So, hey, if I can do a little less and get a little more sleep, that's fine. Yeah. So with plenty, I'm DMing 4 times. So, yeah, you have to take up the Santa Claus PC was stated out. Yeah, no, that's out of one of the midgets of the earth ones. Santa Claus and the Jolly Green Giant and all them Baker in there. So yeah, very cool, Mike. Gary, what's going on, man?
Well, I'm putting the final touches on Visions 4. Now it's going to start off with a bang. It's a complete map of the Flannis' Underdark.
Wow.
With keys. So
nice.
Obviously, it has a lot of canonical stuff, but it has a lot of invented stuff. So it's not an attempt to define canon for it, but it's an attempt to give DMs a jumping off spot, to develop their own Underdarks.
Great.
So, yeah.
Underdark, finally?
Yeah. Very cool. Well, we're looking forward to it. Thanks for coming on tonight. This was a fun one. Always fun. So, Anna, what's up with you?
I posted a big overflow for my patrons, but it's going to be released for everybody in a little while. Where I go over the new generation of Greyhawk maps. It's a technical one, how I'm going about the stages and stuff like that. But
Oh, okay.
there will be several posts coming out before the end of the year, so I need to have my year in review and looking forward to next year. I do that every time for and looking over what I've done and plans for next year. And also, that I will start the next one out for Hawktails will be character generation, a human example, because I need to have Hawktails Alpha 2 ready for Page, because we're going to run the the Alpha 2 version of the rules, where the math is simplified and the numbers are much tighter, because that way we don't have to calculate as much big numbers, because that was one of the problems that I saw that took time. So that is the big thing. So it's streamlined. It's basically the same idea for mechanics. It's just that instead of having huge numbers, it's much smaller numbers. So the numbers are almost as small as Shadow Dark. So that way, but they work. The mechanics work the same way. It's just much smaller numbers. So that I will present some other stuff. So yeah, and then it's just getting stuff done for Luke, and I also got my Christmas present. I got my new laptop came today.
Nice.
So
Oh, nice.
yep. So I have
It's
my
got
new framework. So I'm going
2,000
to build.
gigs of RAM.
What's that?
No, RAM is 96 gigs of RAM
The
and 10
laptop.
terabytes of SSD going to be
Oh
in
my
it. So,
God.
but you have to build it. So the SSD is here and the RAM and stuff is
What's
separate.
that symbol on it, Anna? It looks like
It's called Framework. It's a company where they send you kits and then you build it yourself. They can't build it for you, but it has a bunch of stuff you can plug in the ports you want on it and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. And it's like IKEA for computers. It comes with a screwdriver. So yeah.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and you have the keyboard comes here, and the keypad and stuff like that, numpad and stuff. So you can order it to the specs you want, and with the amount of hard drive and all of that, and you can even define the ports you want. So I have here's an Ethernet port that I added extra and stuff. So
Cool.
so it's really definable that way. So yeah.
That's really neat. How much did you spend? I need to know.
$4,500.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but it's powerful enough that I can do
Yeah,
almost
you need it.
all of it. Yeah. So
Oh my
and I
gosh.
have two secondary screens I can have attached to it if I want to and stuff. So I can, when I go to conventions, I can actually not only show screenshot, I can actually show the maps and stuff. Now that's one of the stuff.
Yeah.
And well, I've also replaced one of my desktop. That's the plan too. So I can use it for streaming and
It's got enough
email and
video
all
card
that.
support for it?
It's a 5070 in it.
Oh my gosh. A 5070 in a laptop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the laptop version of it with 8 gigabyte of RAM in it. So yeah.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh. He's not watching, but my son's getting a new PC for Christmas. That has a 5080 in it, and that's a desktop.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
oh my
This one
God.
is not as fast as the desktop version,
Well,
but it's
yeah, that's
still
for
a
video
reasonable
gaming.
one, so to
Yeah,
speak. So
for
yeah.
what you're doing for rendering, it's perfect.
Oh yeah. Yep. So
Yeah,
so I wanted
that's cool.
something that can actually work with what I do, so
Yeah.
to speak. So yeah. So I can convert my third desktop. I will convert that when I have this one up and running. I will convert that to a Linux server, so I can install a Geo server and stuff like that. That's on the list to do next year.
It's
So,
a company from Taiwan or something there, Coop, right?
No, it's a framework. Hang on a second here. I'll
Like it.
I'll link it. Yeah.
Does that mean
Well-
you could upgrade it in the future because it's
Oh yeah,
modular?
you can exactly. The chassis is there, so you can upgrade it when you want a different graphics module or CPU with motherboard and stuff. You can upgrade it. You
Which
can
is good
change
because a lot of times,
screen and
they're
stuff.
the
Yeah.
toughest things to upgrade.
Yeah. They
Well-
have a 12-inch,
Wow,
13-inch,
you
and
went down all of a
16-inch.
sudden.
Uh-oh. I went down.
Was that me?
Hang on a second.
That could have
No,
been me. I may have hit something. All right.
Okay,
It may
yeah.
have been me.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's kind of cool.
All right.
Yeah.
So, picture for tomorrow night. Yeah, that's Gazumba. So this is going to be like one character high level tomorrow night. It's called Whirlwind. So we got super high level. Well, 11th level is the lowest level character here, so it's going to be my three of my guys. If Tim plays, he'll add Leuven in, who's a 17th level halfling thief. But if not, we'll be fine without him, and that's the group. We got a dual class illusionist mage, a dual class paladin mage, fighter clerk mage, and an archer. So it's freaking disgusting. If they mull through it, so be it. It's fine. Because I'm not going to have games with these guys for the next 2 Thursdays because of the holidays. So that's what we're going to do on Thursday. And then Saturday, here's our picture above. Yes, as you can see, there's a portal up there and some kind of crazy mage up top and other summoned. As you can see, there's a theme there with the summoned stuff. Yeah. So, and that is tomorrow night. And then Saturday is Reliquary Recovery. I'm going to have one more person. All right, so Bella, Myriad, Curtis, Brett, and Korg are in so far. All right, still going to add someone else. I'll work on that tomorrow or Friday. I'm just overwhelmed with work and all the other stuff going on. So, and that will be Saturday at 11. That'll tie into some St. Elidor stuff. Yep, that's what's going on with me. And we'll do a Gabbard on Sunday.
Yep.
All right, so giveaway. Tarvine belt. Now they have it, and your choice of one of N1, B1, S4, Border Watch, or Treasures. Your choice along. Alrighty. Yeah, man. Good to see you, Michael. Alrighty. Let's do this. See who wins. Let's call exclamation point drawing if you want to get in. Alrighty. Thank you all for the support tonight, and then we'll see you tomorrow at 7:30.
Yeah.
We got a meeting with Luke now. The meeting got moved up an hour to 6:30, so I could accommodate me, Anna, if you saw that.
Oh, okay. It was Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah, 6:30.
Yep.
So, alrighty. Here we go. Anyone else in? All right, there we go. Got it. So I'll see who wins. Giveaway! Closing it out. Winner tonight is Stan! Shoo! That's what I get. That's what I get for, yes.
That makes up for it all.
That's what I get for busting Sam. So, what, Sam, you did N1, B3, S4, Border Watcher Treasures, along with a Tarvine, which I know you don't have that. You tell me which one it is, dude. Which other one? And I will send them right out. Alrighty. For mocking the new cat. That's the way it works, man. That's the way it works. So. Yep, the threat is real. Absolutely. Sometimes that's just the way the world works. So.
Congrats, Sam.
N1.
Yeah, it's
B3, awesome. S4, Border Watch Treasures, and I'm going to give you the Tarvine belt from Trollord. You tell me which one of those you want that you don't have. So, yeah.
The old canon.
The old canon. Yeah. He probably has them in his head, but not in hard copy.
He's the one that doesn't need them. Yep.
Yeah. Well, if you're in Canada, Dennis, I'd send you Troller Game gift certificates instead. So then you could order whatever you wanted for that amount of money. So yeah. Absolutely. I got Canada covered. Yeah. So. Oh God. How about I send you a Troller Game gift certificate instead there, Sam? How's that? And you can get whatever you want. Sound good? I'll send you that. All right. I have them. I can send you that. All right. Awesome. So, Gary, thank you. It's great.
Oh, absolutely.
Appreciate
Yeah,
Lots of
thank
fun.
you.
Stay on for a second after we raid, though. I want to ask you something. Mike,
Sure.
thanks. Anna, thanks. Really appreciate it. We're going to do our normal raid into Bones there, which you do on Wednesdays. And we'll see you tomorrow night, 7:30 start, I think. Oh, I'm going to hit the wrong button, probably.
Yeah, that will be mapping stream on Friday as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yep.
Raid.
Remember
so
to
much.
celebrate Need Fest.
Yes. It's soon time
if
for
we
Need
do
Fest.
If we do a Legends of Lore, it'll be Tuesday next week. They're not doing it on Christmas Eve. There's no way. I get delayed. Plus, we're going out. We're all going. Yeah, we're going. We're going out to a hibachi place and stuff. Yeah, see, it'll be fun. Going to Flyers game on Monday night. I got a lot going on next week. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. everyone. See you tomorrow. Sure that all went.
Don't let that chef throw that piece of egg or rice at your mouth. And make you try to
Yep.
catch it.
It went over 93 people. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
good.
good number.
Yeah, I'd be curious if this one does really well on YouTube too. Then it may have
Yeah,
something to do with the title.
Where's my?
Yeah.
I lost my. There it is.